welcome, welcome, welcome. Ooh. I'm back here by popular demand as always. I got my lovely sister here. She's back from Tampa. You know, she's back on this show. You know, she's got some important things to talk about. It's Women's History Month.
Absolutely, we're excited about that.
Oh, are we? But you know what? We always play our Chicago raps. We do. But you know what? I want to give shouts out to Angie Stone and Roberta Flack. Rest in peace. It's Women's History Month. Let's give me some Steve. Come on, man. Yeah. You know that? How to script that?
Oh, yeah.
I'm not buying that with a few. Shouts out to that my money is funny. My credit out to my lovely sister.
Same old story back again. She's not a lover, she's just a friend. I'm sick and tired for you to blame on me. Now you think it's funny. Now you wanna spend your money on girls you forgot when you were down. That I was around.
Mama's baby, daddy's baby.
Call my lover, hang, call again. What in the world is happening? I'm listening, but don't yell at me.
They want it.
Welcome back. Mother said that. I didn't say that.
Women's History Month. Let it flow.
I can't eat, I can't sleep anymore. Waiting for love to walk through the door. I wish I didn't miss you
Rest in peace, Angie Stone.
My nigga Jane, lost a family member and man, sorry about that.
Memories don't live like people do. Said forever being you. Wish you bring back the man I knew that was good to me.
I got you right there.
Every time you say you're coming, boy, you disappoint me, honey. How you forgot when you were down and I was wrong.
You did shit on purpose.
I can't even sleep anymore. Waiting for love to walk through the door. I wish I didn't miss you anymore. I can't eat, I can't sleep anymore. Waiting for love.
Here we go. How we gonna laugh to? I hope we got a laugh to it. You know what I mean? Because there's nothing better than a laugh to. Welcome to the Snub Nose. You know what? I'm so thankful of my audience. Now I finally realize I actually do have my own show. You know, of course I had to have my lovely sister. Baby, it's me. Y'all loved her on the first episode. You know, and you know what? And I appreciate that because, you know, it would have been Women's History Month.
Yes.
It means a lot. It means a lot. You know, women, you know, have been their aunties, grandmothers. We wouldn't be here if it wasn't for a woman. So shouts out to all the women.
Absolutely.
Whoa! Tay, you back in here. How you feel, man?
I feel great. I'm happy to be here. Thank you for having me back, little brother. Thank you.
Having you back. Let me tell you something. My sister, you know what I'm saying? Well, like, here's a good example of my sister. You know, I told you how I was working at the House of Cakes.
Yes.
And I was like, you know what? I'm going on vacation. I'm going to New York.
Yes.
And my mom was like, I was like, I'm gonna give me a rental car She's like, you don't need no rental car. Now you don't know your way around there. I go there. I got a stretch BMW. Ooh, I got a stretch BMW. I'm staying in the suburb of New York. You know what I'm saying? That's where I got that Jason Terry jersey from. You know what I'm saying? That was like 20 years ago. And I'm in my hotel, and I'm there for a day and a half. Bang, 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 bang. Somebody's knocking on the fucking door. I'm like, who is this? Who is this? It's my sister. I'm like, I'm in New York. How did you get here? Shout out to my sister. She gonna be here. She gonna be here.
I'm fine wherever you are.
Oh,
Wherever you are.
Talked about last week how you said you were gonna talk to people that's over 45.
45.
And give them a 12-step program.
That's right.
On how to do what?
On how to find a great husband or life partner.
So how did you find yours? Did you follow these 12 steps?
I follow these 12 steps to a T.
I'm not buying that with a coupon.
I followed.
I don't even know the steps. I know you didn't. Can't no woman follow shit.
Listen, you follow them without following them. So when
not a boxer without boxing.
Well, exactly. So when I had to think about what I did and how I did it, I had to write it down and I had to share it.
Well, please, okay. So, out of our curiosity, you know what? Stats and facts. When you talk about, marriage and things like that,
yes.
Dolphins are the only animal, one of the only animals that has sex for pleasure. You know what I'm saying? We ain't supposed to do that. We're supposed to have sex for marriage, sex for babies. You know what I'm saying? So go ahead, start your steps off.
Okay.
I'm so intrigued.
Okay, are you ready for the 12 steps?
I'm ready for the first one. How about that?
Okay, so we're going to start with the first one. Steve,
right.
Are you ready for the first one?
I am. I'm
Okay, now look,
intrigued to see.
let me give a disclaimer before we go into the 12
And
steps.
she's an attorney, y'all. So
Yeah, it sounds like
how
that.
words
Yeah, this the fine print.
Now, this is an 80-20 rule to this because I know there's a lot of women that are watching this podcast and say, no, that's not necessarily it. Look, this applies 80% of the time for the most part, okay? Follow these steps. We're going to start with the first
So we're
one.
talking about generalizations, not the outliers.
Not the outliers. They're going to be.
But you gorgeous. See, a lot of the motherfuckers ain't gorgeous out there. You gonna tell the whole.
Listen, it doesn't matter. What I'm going to give
Wait, it don't matter on looks?
Listen.
Oh, you got to feel.
Let me lead you to the water. Let me lead you to the water.
Put lipstick on the pig.
Ladies, sit down, cross your legs. If you in the comment section, please show up. Because I'm here with Steve. I'm here with Stub. I'm
gonna be tough.
outnumbered already.
Alright.
I'm outnumbered. So look, the first step 1. We talked about it. We talked about it last time I was on here. Be honest with yourself. We're going to do some self-assessment. This is where you start. 3 questions that you ask. 3 questions.
Go ahead. First of all, be honest with yourself.
That's right. Yeah, you got to be honest with yourself. Who are you? How do you show up to the opposite sex? And what do you want? That's step 1. Be honest with yourself. Now, work with me on this. Who are you? Ladies, the first thing you need to do is understand what your physical, mental, and spiritual characteristics are. For instance,
I can't wait to eat this up.
gonna be easy,
I
right?
can't wait to. What's the average weight of a man? You know what I'm saying?
I can't wait. Go ahead.
A woman weigh more than a man, so they ain't getting past the first step. But go ahead. They ain't getting past the fucking
ladies,
first step.
Listen,
But go ahead.
Listen, what are your physical, mental, and spiritual characteristics? Meaning, how do you look? Are you attractive? Are you spiritual? Are you funny? Are you hardworking? Are you nurturing? You gotta know who you are.
Are you
Listen,
masculine?
Are you masculine? Right. Listen, who are you? It's time to do a self-assessment. Sit down and let's do the work to determine who you are. The second one is, how do you show up?
First of all, the first step, I want to just return on. Now we're going to the second step. But she got 12 steps, that eliminates like 98% of y'all already. So let's go to the second step.
So no, the first step has 3 parts. Remember I said, who are you? Who are you to the opposite sex? You got to be aware of who you are and how you show up. to
She
me.
can't answer that. She don't know what
Well,
she
let
is.
me tell you, what have people told you? Okay? What if somebody said, oh, you show up a little masculine? Or you may be very nurturing. You're funny. You're intelligent. You're attractive. Be aware of how others see you. Now, look, some women may say, I don't care how people see me. You have to care when it comes to finding a mate, what other people see you and who you show up as. It's important. You don't necessarily have to live by that, but it's aware to be kind of cognizant of perception. So that's important.
I love you to have this on the Snub Nose show. I have to love you.
Listen. And
What about when the way you show up is a 180 from the way you present? Or the way you think is a 180 from the way you show up?
Go to the second step.
So wait a minute.
That was it.
Wait a minute. Let me get. So listen. That means you have to be honest with yourself. The first step is be honest with yourself. 3 parts. Who are you? How do you show up to the opposite sex? And I'm giving you 4 things that men look for.
Okay.
Have you ever seen a woman
Listen.
like? Have you ever seen on that last? I want to reiterate on that last one. Like when you were like, be honest with yourself.
Yes.
You know when you honest with yourself, you know that she be like, you know what? She know that she don't. Men might not say that she's attractive, but she's like, I'm the bomb.
Listen.
I'm the bomb. You know what I'm saying? You know, but you know that's how people see her, but she don't see herself that way. So how does that work for her?
So that's what I'm saying. Who are you to yourself? So if you don't see yourself as attractive, but other people see you as attractive,
Hey, man, you so
then
big.
you need to kind of get into the self-assessment and kind of neutralize that out. Am I really attractive? Maybe you are insecure. That's what that gives you the answer.
Somebody gonna like you.
Listen, we're gonna focus.
Somebody gonna like you.
We're gonna focus on the 4 F's. Okay, that are important. Men in particularly, in my opinion, like femininity.
I do.
They like faithfulness. They like flexibility, and they want a woman that's free. And we're going to hit this theme throughout here.
We also like peace.
Okay, well, listen.
You know that? You can have all that. If you ain't got peace, you ain't got nothing.
For the purposes of the ladies that are looking at this, who are you? Know your physical, mental, spiritual. How do men see you? Are you free? Are you feminine? Are you faithful? Are you flexible? And then know what you want. It's important. So if you're looking for just to date, if you're looking to just hang out, this conversation is not for you. This is for women over 45 that are looking for someone to spend the rest of their life with in a monogamous marriage.
Over 45.
Oh, you know what? That's so rare. That is so.
Listen.
So you know what?
Over 45?
You know what? First of all, I'm 47.
Okay.
Ooh, and you like 38 is my
If you
limit.
45 and don't have a mate,
man,
you know
boy, if you 45, fuck that. You know what? First of all, you already geriatric pregnancy. You can't give me a kid. And then what else? What can you give me that you haven't gave somebody else? Not a thing. And your age. You know, the most important thing on a woman is her womb and her youth. And by the time you're 45, that's worn the fuck out. Go ahead, I'm sorry.
Okay, so we're going to disclaim everything that he just said. This is for women that are intentional and want to meet a husband. It can happen. It can happen. Some women at that age may not want to have more children. Some women may have children and want others. It just all depends.
I got you.
Listen, ladies, it's more than your womb. It's more than all of that. It's if you're looking for a great
mouth.
husband. If you're looking for a great husband. Number 1, be honest with yourself. Have the reality check. Are you feminine? Are you flexible? Are you free? Are you faithful?
I would say check your standards. I think that's.
You think she?
That third one, and then that third one is know what you want.
Do you think a woman should be faithful to a man? You think that that's not committed to her?
Listen.
If she don't got a ring on her finger.
Don't listen. This is what I'm trying to tell you. You got to understand. This is getting you to the process of getting the ring on your finger.
Gotcha.
Okay.
Understood.
So if you're not faithful to, and when I say faithful, I'm not necessarily saying faithful to just in a marriage faithfulness, but faithful to the process of being with somebody and giving them an opportunity to be your husband.
Well said.
Okay, so that's just it. Second step, number 1.
That was a long first step.
because it involves that self-assessment. The second step is get outside. Get outside.
And go where?
Oh,
At 45.
The lounge,
Listen.
the club.
No, absolutely. Stop relying on social media and dating apps to meet men.
Then you're going to be hanging with, you're going to be fucking a nigga at work.
And you know what?
outside.
And women, you know, no,
You fucking, now you fucking your work husband.
you know how women know. You know, John CT, you fine. Ooh, you gorgeous.
Yeah, people are inviting you.
You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? You know what? The average woman. You see, I'm gonna tell you how you know you something. You know what I mean? When you go to the restaurant, when you go to Jewel, when you go anywhere, and men coming up to you, pumping your gas, you know, putting your groceries in, you the shit. You know what I'm saying? You don't have to worry about that. But woman who's not that got to go online and date. You know what I'm saying? If you find you that woman, men know it, and we come to you.
There's nothing different between meeting a man physically online. He's gonna see you anyway, sooner or later. So you might as well get outside, find a person that is attracted to you right away. Men work on physical attraction. Period. Point blank. Get outside because social media is misleading. You have filters. You got people hiding.
And that's what they're using.
No,
I don't have the clothes.
But listen, but again, this is for. We're not talking about tricking anybody.
If a nigga took you on a date and told you to go to the gym, would you be mad at him?
Listen, we get into that. Because he might be a great man that's motivating you to be better. So get
Your
outside.
ass to the
So
gym.
use them.
Stop relying on social media to meet people and dating apps. 80-20, right?
I get
You
you.
may meet somebody on social media and it's the rarity and they're fine. You have a wonderful relationship. That's fine. There's always outliers. But what I'm saying in the majority of cases, get out, authentically have connections with people. It works. I'm telling you. You ready for step 3? Can I go to step 3?
Oh, please.
Okay.
Step 2.
See, you ready for step 3?
I think so.
We're talking about be honest with yourself, get outside. Step 3, ladies, put your wallet and your resume up. Period.
I want to see the resume. I have to see it.
No.
You know when you go to jail, they be like, you know what? Let me see your papers. They want to know if you a pedophile. You know that you got to show me your
They
resume.
definitely need to put their
No,
resume.
Let me tell you where
Gotta
I'm
show me
going.
your resume. I want to see
Let
your
me tell
resume.
you where I'm going
Where's
with
your
this.
resume?
No.
When the last time you got fired?
No.
You know that? And what did you get fired for? You know that?
We are talking about ladies looking for a good husband. We're not just talking about random men that you dating, that you hanging out with. We're not talking about them. These are 12 steps.
Why you been off work for so long?
But
I
wait,
need to see
these
that resume. I need to see the
45-year-old
resume.
women have never been married?
No, they may be married. This may be the second time around. They may have never been married. These are 12 steps. It works for both of them. Ladies, put up your wallet and your resume. Stop asking men on dates. Stop being desperate and thirsty. Okay? Stop leading with your financial situation and your professional resume. Speak when spoken to.
Some people need that. See, so some men ain't got no money. They be like,
Listen.
You know
A
what?
great man that is looking to be married will not go through that with you.
I don't think a lot of men are. But you know what?
No man is looking to be
we
married.
don't pass it up.
There's no such thing as a man looking to be married.
Man, please looking to be married.
So when I
Losers are.
let me
The
rephrase.
niggas that's online are looking to be married.
Listen.
When you see a nigga online, he be like, you know what? I want to get married. When you see a nigga in the street, he be like, fuck you. You know what I'm saying? That's just how it goes.
Listen, ladies, put up your wallet and your resume. Lead with the 4 F's: femininity, flexibility, being free, and just kind of being faithful to the process. Period. Don't lead with your professional
What about
accomplishments.
fussy?
Don't lead with all the money you make. It does not work. A man will be just as attracted to you if you show up with confidence and you have your physical attributes that he's attracted to. You don't have to lead with your wallet or your resume.
That's the 3 steps. I can't wait to hear the 4th. Oh,
Okay, so number 4 is important.
oh, what is it?
Check your baggage at the gate.
They don't know what's baggage.
Some maggots can't even, they make you check your luggage. You know, because they can't fit in the overhead compartment.
Exactly, and that's my point.
That's too fat. That's too big. You know?
So women, stop. Ladies, we have to stop bringing all of our baggage to these relationships, talking about past boyfriends, kids issues, all those things. A carry-on is a carry-on for a reason. It can only fit in such a small space on the plane. When you meeting someone, don't bring all of the baggage that needs to be checked to the conversation or to the relationship. Be a slow drip. That's what I'm saying. Let a person get to know you and you get to know them before you start telling them all your problems, all your issues. You need to.
If a woman's smart, she wouldn't tell a nigga no issue.
If-
Because, you know what? You keep that shit quiet, woman. You know what? We don't want to know that. You know what I'm saying? When I was in college, you keep that to yourself. Because we won't want you after that.
Listen.
Please continue, Tanya.
Okay. Step number 5.
We on 5.
We on 5.
The first 4 was
The first 4 are
was
true.
suspect. No,
No,
suspect.
the first one
Number
is-
1 was horrible though.
Number one is be honest with yourself. That means don't be delusional.
You
That's
know
number
what?
one.
Oh, look at you. Oh, I'm so fine. You know what I'm saying? I put myself, how do you, and your girl, you put on a red dress. You know what I'm saying? And your girl asks you, like, how do I look? Like the Kool-Aid man. You know?
Again, and that's what.
You know what I'm saying? But she got that foul. Number 1 is what, when you say honesty, a lot of women have a false insecurity. You know what I'm saying? That's what they do have. You know what I'm saying? I'm bad as hell. You know what I'm saying? See, women ain't fine like you, T. You know what I'm saying? They don't do what you do.
women make proclamations that they don't even believe.
But again, then that second part of that is how do others see you? First, how do you see yourself? Be honest with yourself, and then how do others see you? Okay, and then know what you want. Remember, it's a self-assessment. It's about being honest. Honest is the key. And again, remember this: a good woman that's looking to find a good husband.
I'm not buying that with a coupon.
No, you're talking about delusional.
My money is funny and my credit
You're
won't
talking
get
about
it.
delusional women who see things differently. We're talking about good women who have done the work, that understand how to be honest with themselves.
What's the work?
I would say 45 is too old.
It is. Well, it's too old. It's too old to be realistic.
It's too old.
It's too old to be realistic. You know what? Why would I take?
If you're 45 and not married, you know why you're not married.
You may be divorced and looking for love again. Just
But
because-
you know,
Yes, and that's why I said be honest with yourself.
yeah, you know what it is.
Nobody wants you.
No, that's not true.
No, 80 people get married, but you know what?
But even if somebody doesn't want you or do want you or whatever, you know what it is that is making them not or do.
No, they don't.
Like at 45, you know what it is. I'm saying that the 28-year-old that is like, you know, when you're a little girl and you growing up and you think you're gonna be married with a family and you ask a little girl what age do you think that is? When they 7, 8 years old, 28 is old.
Yeah,
That is
they say
old.
23.
So they thinking that 22, 23 that they're gonna be
I wish I
married,
was
and it's
married
like
with 45
so all right,
year
cool.
old
Now you're
woman.
18, 19, and you realize that all right, I'm in college or I'm free from under the thumb of my parents. Maybe marriage ain't 23, 24, but it's at least 25, 26, 27. I'm gonna play out here for a minute. But when you're 45,
Listen,
45? You know what? At 45, so you know what?
you
know
cutting
what?
your hair off. That's
You know
why
what?
45-year-old women don't care about hair no more.
Why can't I get a young woman and shit like that? Whatever. But you know what? Women, I don't look 45.
But the
But
thing
you are 45.
But the thing about this is,
Yeah, you
just
fucking an
listen to
old
what
nigga
I'm
from high
saying.
school that couldn't hit.
So when you're talking about 45, women are having careers. Women are doing different things. Nobody is rushing to get married right
And that's
out
the problem.
Men don't care about
That's
their
the problem.
careers.
Because they look
Men
up,
don't care
they look
about
up-
your career.
They do their career and they
just
do
care
that
about how
thing.
you look.
And like you said, don't leave with your wallet or your resume. You've done that so
You just
long
did
that is good in a lot of different conversational spaces. Like when you travel for work or you do this and you do that. You leave with your wallet and your resume and it gets you into the, hey, well, you should probably hang out and do a nightcap tonight. That is a great social conversation. And so now you've been doing that for 10, 12 years. Just say from you found your career at 24.
And when you
Now
45.
it's 12 years later. You're 36. You're 36 years old, and you still, that's how you socialize. You still socialize with, hey, I make this much, I did.
And when you're 45, you leave with your wallet.
Right, that's what I'm saying.
You
You're
leave
doing
with your
that.
wallet
You're
when
doing
you're
that out of
45.
habit. But what I'm saying
That's
is,
what I'm saying, don't do
when
it.
you're
Don't do
36,
do
37,
it.
38, 39, 40, now you're also in them broke niggas, I don't hang with them. I'm only hanging with the people in my crew. And then you wake up, like I said, like I guess we're saying the same thing in the sense of you do that so long and you wake up and realize, I want to settle down. I want a man to come.
But it's too late
come
now.
home to every
It's-
night.
it's
And
not
it's
too late.
it is too late
late.
for the man that you want and you're settling. Like the man that you when you were 12 or 13 dreaming about being married, and the man you marry at 45 ain't the same man.
Well, the man that I married at 49 is a better man.
Well, shit.
You
So
need to
I'm
speak
just
to
gonna
your
But you
say-
look
dream.
good
Just gonna say-
though. But you 45.
Listen
They were like,
to
fuck.
what I'm saying. Hold on.
But you also dreaming at 300 pounds.
No, and that,
I mean, I'm just saying, or whatever. I'm just saying, like that's not a.
But I wasn't always.
I'm saying
that.
somebody that's been hot all day life, and then not saying that you're not. I'm just saying that somebody that's you trying to pull a man that's trying to pull her out the club, and she like, I got to decide, do I want to be with him or I got a lot of like, what's the you're trying to convince this 28, just say like a Kim Kardashian or it's one of them. She wants to be married, but she's also like that little 2 or 3 years where I think I'm old. I'm too old to go to the club, but I'm also too young to get married.
See, listen.
You guys it took a long time for you to explain that.
You guys are
We just going
on
back and forth.
you guys are on the wrong focus. The focus is
Huh? We don't care about how men look.
Look.
We don't care what their resume is.
Well,
We care how you look.
But this is exactly what I just said. This is step one. Was listen, be honest about who you are, how others see you. Don't lead with your wallet. Don't lead with your resume. That we're saying the same things. It's just
All right, what's step 6? Go ahead.
get active. Participate in self-care.
You
Go
hear
to the
this?
gym. When you feel better about yourself over 45, things start breaking down. Things start looking different. You got to keep yourself up. You got to work out. You got.
If you're 45 and you ain't married, and you know what I'm saying, and what you failed.
Not
No,
necessarily.
you did. You
It's
did.
not.
98% of the people have failed. They failed.
Listen.
Why would I get I'll get a whole new, fresh 28-year-old woman? Ooh.
Okay.
Why would I want
See.
your old ass?
Listen. But you have to see this. These are women that are looking for great men. Great men don't think like that.
Great men don't fuck women over 45 either.
They absolutely do.
Yeah, but they don't marry him.
They absolutely do and did.
That's a minority, not the majority.
Listen, so you can be the minority. You can be the
I got
minority.
win the lottery. Ha ha ha. I'm the minority. I won the lottery.
No,
you know what I'm saying? I just won FanDuel last week.
Listen. I'm focusing on great women that have decided that they want to try love again. And good men that are open to that.
They're going to be 80 years old, though.
It does not matter. I'm saying over 45. Step number 6.
yeah, go ahead.
Get active. Go to the gym. You look better. When you look better, you feel better. You are better. It's about health and wellness and taking care of yourself. So that's very important.
I'm banging over that. They do that, but you know what? They should. But a lot of men are not. If a woman is 45, don't expect somebody 45 to fuck with you. You know what I'm saying? The nigga is gonna be like 62. You know what I'm saying? You gonna be his dime piece.
We're not putting an age on who they look.
I
must be.
am. Go ahead. What's number 7?
Number 7 is, and it's literally
Okay, what the hell this one?
this one. Clean your house.
They can't go to a bitch's house. My
Clean
woman's
your
house
house,
is dirty.
literally.
They can't go to a dirty house.
And figuratively. So men that are marriage material want to be able to get with women that are together in terms of how they show up, how they keep their house, if they're in order, how you do a thing is everything. And men that are good men, they like order and they like women that keep order. Period. That's
No,
real talk.
I do
That's
like
real
a
talk.
clean house. If I go to a chick crib and I see dishes in that thing, I'm
Or
like,
whatever it is. I mean, just keep your stuff together.
you know, don't make me take out your garbage either when I go there. You know what I'm saying? I'm not going to do that.
I can't.
What would you do before I got here? What's number 8?
Number 8 is don't excuse red flags. Know the difference between patience and when it's time to go.
What's a red flag? Okay, you know, on the football field, you throw a yellow flag. You throw a yellow flag. So, you know what I'm saying? You throw a flag. You know what I'm saying? So, a red flag.
You know what a red flag is?
What's a red flag?
Can I borrow some money?
How much?
But women, but you know what?
The amount
How
don't
about?
matter.
How about?
It matters. A dollar.
It does matter.
Barring you losing your wallet or some extenuating
How
circumstance.
come women ask niggas all the time for money,
Listen.
but if a nigga asks a woman for money, there's a mother.
But what about men that test women like that? Like not saying like it's just I want to see how she like I've been funding this relationship for the last 6 months,
Listen,
right? And I'm just see how she act if I don't got no money this weekend.
Okay, see, that's
I lost my wallet.
That's an extenuating circumstance. Remember what I said. That's barring an extenuating circumstance. Again,
But I want to see if she fucking with me for my money.
That's an extenuating.
So I don't got no money this weekend. Can we still hang out?
That's an extenuating circumstance.
Okay.
Okay, but if I'm meeting you and you're off the bat asking me for money and we establish a relationship, that's different. If you leave your wallet at home, but listen, I'm not for testing.
You're better than
What about men that you say leave your wallet and your resume at home?
Yes.
Women.
Yep.
What about men that ask you like you're trying like you praying for this date and it's like don't talk about what your wallet, don't talk about how much you make, and first question out of his mouth is where you work, how much you make?
Okay.
And now he found out how much you make and he like oh you in the money, you know how men are like oh you make the big bucks.
But when I in that step, it was.
You ever been somewhere when a man got his card declined and you was like you go out with him, you know what I'm saying? And so you went out with him on a few dates, and everything's been Gucci for like 5 days, but this one time you go out and they decline his card. How do you
We just said that. We said it's an
That's
extenuating
extenuating circumstance.
circumstance.
But do you look at him different? Do you look at him?
You don't. It's an extenuating
like,
circumstance.
everybody's over.
Listen, you're a good woman. You looking and you with a good man. We're not talking about just some hobo you out here just messing around with. A good man is not gonna test you, play with you. If he loses his wallet, he loses. If he leaves,
If y'all meet casually, y'all just catch eyes. Just a casual, didn't expect anything of it.
right.
Who pays for the first date?
That's not a date. That's a casual hello. That's a meetup.
No, I'm saying, but when y'all do, like,
If you're asking as a man on a
so it depends on who
date-
asks.
No. If you as a man are asking, remember I said, women, stop leading with your wallet or allow a man to ask you out, court you, date you. He's asking you out.
Okay.
A good man. We just not talking about a dude that's out here.
All right, look, we've been in this bookstore talking for about good 2 hours. I got to go pick up my kid. We should hang out another time. We should hang out more.
I'm waiting for you to ask me for my phone number so that I can give it to you.
So you gonna miss this good man because you waiting for him to ask you for something.
Exactly. Again, we're not too thirsty. We're not too desperate. We're not too. A good man is gonna ask you. He's not gonna let you walk away.
What if he says, "Hey, I love this conversation, but I got to go pick up my kid." Do you say we should hang out another? We should hang out more.
I just say I love this conversation too. It's great.
But how do you say that we should hang out more? How do you say that you want to hang out more?
See, look,
So a woman doesn't say that.
you don't have to say that because a good man will already say, "Can I get your number?"
So if he don't ask for your number, he's a good man. In 2025, asking for a woman.
A
woman doesn't
That's a charge almost. If you're a Democrat,
They be like, message me. Hey, check your phone. They be like, message me.
If he doesn't ask for your number, he's not interested. Period. Point blank. Or he's not ready to move to that step. Period. That's it. That's it. That's it. Just like if somebody wants something, they will ask for it. So if he says, "I enjoyed this conversation. It was fantastic. It was fantastic."
That don't go both ways for women. If she wants something, she will ask for it.
Listen. You
That's
are
a-
45.
not
You
true.
intentional, looking to be married. You looking for a life partner. You want.
You
somebody
lost me at over 45 want to get married.
You-
You know that. You know how hard that is.
Listen.
You know what a struggle is. You know what, T.
We
you know,
said that. We've been already. in the process.
So
That's why you got to be.
you know, all you 45-year-old women.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? That want to be married.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? That want a partner.
All right.
That want. You know what I'm saying? And you know, I think the way they should get married is they don't need a 12-step program. Just like from Alcoholics Anonymous. You know that? That's a 12-step
But
program.
it's a figurative.
Hey, you know what I'm saying? You know what I mean?
It could be 5 steps. It could be 3 steps.
Oh,
It could be 20
please.
steps.
All right.
Again,
You know what? You know what? Stats and facts. You know what I'm saying? A kangaroo. You know what I'm saying? Can only jump forward. He can't jump back. You know what I'm saying? A kangaroo can't jump backwards. You know what I'm saying? So you talk about these 45-year-olds, they can't go back in time.
They're not trying to.
Oh, yes, they are.
They're not trying to.
Oh, they
Okay,
are.
Moving forward.
You ain't no
All right,
kangaroo.
what step we on? What step we on? What step?
Listen.
Let's go another step.
Listen. Stop dating for multiple years after 45.
Wait, what?
Wait a minute. Hold on. How many niggas you dated for? You only got what? You only got like a year, 5 years before you 50.
Listen.
You know that? Okay. These. Oh, all right. Let's just go
That's
to the.
exactly.
Let's go to the next step.
We're making the same point.
I think men see themselves as younger, and women see themselves. That's just the whole maturing and
Well, that's the thing about it.
Let me ask you a question, Latanya.
Hold on one second.
like 50-year-old men outside, 50-year-old women ain't outside.
Exactly. I'm gonna tell you why. If you're over 45 and you meet somebody, you have a great relationship, and you're dating, and you don't have 2 or 3, 4 years to date. If you both are honest with yourself and are moving toward marriage, if you're just out here dating, this conversation is not for you. If you're just out here dating, want to have a good time, and want to kick it with somebody forever, go have at it. These are for women and men that want to be.
Man.
Over 40.
Hey, let me ask you a question.
Men know it ain't. Get your money.
Let me ask you a good question, Tanya. You know, a tough question. When you're a woman
Yeah.
and you're a man, you know what I'm saying, and y'all both 21 years old, you know what I'm saying, whose sex marketplace is more valuable? It's probably the woman, because the man ain't got no money. You know what I'm saying? When you're 25 and you're a man that's 25, whose sexual marketplace is more valuable? The woman, she's 25. She's ready to go. The man ain't making no money. You know what I'm saying? When a woman is 45 and a man is 45, who's more valuable? The man. You know why? Because stats and facts. A man makes the most money in his life between the age of 43 to 50. Stats and facts.
Some of them.
You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? So why we want a 45-year-old woman wasting our time?
Listen, let's be real. Most 28-year-old women, 20, 30-year-old, are not trying to date 48-year-old men out here. They're dating 30-year-old men, 20.
They dating them, but they ain't getting married. We fucking them, not dating them.
They don't. But again, this conversation, I think you guys are losing sight. You can't fathom the conversation of a woman that's 45 and over, looking to be in a relationship with somebody long term and get married. Women that are, younger, fine. We
This isn't what.
No, because it don't matter what she looking for.
But I'm talking about her expectations though. But you know what? If you 45 years old, have realistic expectations.
Again.
Don't think you gonna get no 37-year-old hunk or no 47-year-old hunk like the snub. You're not gonna get that.
Right, like what age do women change their
expectations? You don't get like the 77-year-old nigga.
You change you should, first of all, you should be real with yourself, whatever it is. Remember the first step. See, you guys wouldn't even focus on the first step was being honest with yourself. That's why.
But that changes
so
with weight, looks,
be
age.
honest with you. It's an everyday
So,
assessment.
every day.
It's an everyday assessment.
You right.
It's an everyday assessment. Men, be honest with yourself. Okay, how you show up, how you look, whatever.
I think we are more than women.
But I don't
in the dating field, because it's like, man, I ain't got the car and the money to date her, and it's like she don't even need that. But in your mind, like, well, women.
Look at you.
But being honest with yourself also means is that, you know what? I know that this woman doesn't want to be strong alone. I know this woman is looking for this. I'm not gonna tell her something different.
Yeah, like niggas, like she don't play. Like niggas, niggas will say that to her. Like she don't play.
How you gonna tell other women? How you gonna tell other women to do that shit? You know what I'm saying? Have you seen your ring? Ooh, you know what I'm saying? God damn it! I thought I had some carrots in my
That's the name of this. How you get a ring like this?
You know what I'm saying? You know the woman be like, man, they be having string on their finger. You know what I'm saying?
That's why I'm having.
Shouts out, Larry. Shouts out
I'm
to
having
you.
a conversation about it. I mean, this is what it is.
Women ain't you.
Do women often ask you, like, how did you get the man you got? Or
that's what, and and this is why I told Snub. I said, listen, I just put it in 12 things. All of these things are things that I was thinking about, I was doing, and I was intentional. I met him at a time where I was honest with myself. I knew what I wanted. I knew how other people saw me. I wasn't out here in the street. I was the 4 F's, faithful, feminine, flexible, free. I was doing the things that I wanted to do.
But ain't they really just hating when they ask you? When they like, how you get that man?
But you know what's never a tie? You know what I'm saying? A tie is trial and error. Now, if you 45 years old, you got trial and error. You know what I'm saying? You done been through some dicks. You done been through some bad relationships. You know what I'm saying? You done seen a lot.
This your first time being
married?
married?
When you 45, you know what I'm saying?
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? When you 45 and older, you seen some things doing those 45. That's almost
That's
and a half
wisdom.
decades.
That's called wisdom. And so you shouldn't be repeating the same mistakes at 45 that you did at 21, 28, 35. Listen, you're in a better place at 45 to have a long-standing relationship. How many people get married at 20 and then divorced at 30 or before 30, and because they didn't know who they are, they weren't honest with themselves, they didn't have the right mindset.
Or meet a new partner.
How long?
They evolve.
How long does a black marriage last? Less than 5 years.
How long does what marriage? Which
black
marriage?
marriage last?
Less than 5 years.
No, that's
stats and facts.
No, I don't know where you're getting that.
Oh, I have.
Because
Look that up.
We have couples. We have
You
couples
got
that have been
a
married
couple of-
out here for 20 years, 30 years, 10 years.
Yes,
They have great
that's the
relationships.
minority, not the majority.
Listen, but even with the majority, think about this. This is what I'm saying. Just because you're 45 and a woman doesn't mean that you haven't been married. You might have been married and it didn't work out. Now you're wiser. You know what you want. You're in a different situation and you're ready to meet love again. And you just have to be intentional about it. That's what
I get you.
wisdom is.
I don't want to talk like there's no hope for like 45-year-old women. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to talk like that. There's hope for all people, all men, all women. I wouldn't want to say that. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead. Where we at? Number 9.
You didn't throw me all off with all of that. Listen. So the next step is women that are over 45. It's important that you leverage that wisdom at your age. Don't be out here trying to compete with your daughters, your nieces, your granddaughters. Know the femininity you bring in the age bracket that you have, and bring that.
You can't compete with no younger.
Exactly.
You know what? You get a classic ass car. Ooh, but you know what? You gotta put the, you know what I'm saying? You gotta wrap that motherfucker up. You know what I'm saying? You gotta change the doors, squeeze. You know what I'm saying? That's a classic. You know what I'm saying? But you drive it every now and then. You drive that motherfucker. That new car. Ooh, you got the warranty on that motherfucker. You know why? You got 120,000 miles. You ain't got. You know what? You bring her to us. We'll service this. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? And they come back all ready to go. You know what I mean? That's what I'm saying, though. Well, I'm sorry if that was a moot point.
It was very moving. I really truly didn't understand that. I don't understand the value. There's value in an old car just like a new car. Period.
You get the new car smell.
Okay. So, all right. The next step, and we're almost done with the steps because, ladies, you probably have gotten lost because Snub has been going on a tangent about age and being focused on age, but age, it does not matter how old you are. Truly, it does not. If you're looking for love and you are intentional about doing it, the next step is stop leading with sexuality too soon in relationships. Get in a relationship, and all of a sudden, you just leading with sexuality. If a man starts talking about sex early on, and you going with it, you leading with it.
Oh, I thought you were talking about something else.
Then you won't be dateable.
When you saying sexuality, it meant
sex, meaning sex.
Sex.
Don't lead with sex in your relationships too soon because you will move from dateable to something else. Because he doesn't have to court you. You've already leaded that you ready to just go ahead and do that.
But when a man takes you out, it's a way that he's telling you, I want to have sex with you, but I don't want to say I'm having sex with you.
When a man takes you out, he's saying that I'm interested in you. Listen, we're talking about good men. We're not just talking about guys out here just.
What's a good man? Tell me a good man. What's your definition of a good man?
A good man is a man that's intentional. He doesn't play any games.
Mm-hmm.
He's secure.
Secure.
He's wise. He knows what he wants, and he doesn't have to lie.
Ooh, don't lie.
You don't have to.
You don't have to.
Oh my God, that's a nigga that I've never met.
You don't have to, but he does to protect your
Jesus
feelings.
Christ.
He doesn't have to. You don't have to protect your feelings because he's.
You just named Jesus Christ. You just named Jesus Christ. We all come short of our Savior.
Okay. So the next step is be open to new experiences, and the thing about that is that I think a lot of women get caught up in how a man dates them. So if you're used to going to certain restaurants and you're used to doing certain things, and a man comes to you and tries something new, you kind of standoffish about it at a certain age because you used to doing things your way. Then that's the thing that I'm talking about. Be open to new experiences. Let him lead. Let him ask you.
Elaborate on that, please, a little bit more, Tanya, because I want you to elaborate on that because, when I got that, what you were saying, like if somebody's just like used to going to Maestro's or Red Lobster or Applebee's or whatever. What's the expectation that a woman over 45 should have?
That if you are meeting someone, be open that if they're asking you out and they're taking you on a date, go on the date that they take you on. It's a way to evaluate who they are, get to know them, let them lead. Even if it's a place that you wouldn't normally go.
Come to my mama's house for.
What have you?
Within reason and parameters. Okay?
Come to my mama's house. They throwing a party.
Again,
So even if it's a bad date, you know what I'm saying, you would still, you know what, let me out this car right now. I will Uber home, Jack Rowe.
no, listen.
You ever been on a date that you want to just get out the car and just,
In my 20s. But not after that.
No.
Because I didn't even put myself in that situation anymore.
No, after that.
No. Okay.
Gotcha. Go ahead. Go to the.
That was it. It was the
That's
12.
12?
Oh,
so
shit.
Listen, if you got lost in the 12 because of all this rhetoric that was going on, I'm gonna just repeat them.
I was gonna say, just run it down real quick.
Can I
Just run down the 12 right quick.
I won't say shit.
Let me without interruption because the ladies are probably lost. They thinking they too old for anything, and you're not.
If we have any ladies listening.
Yeah, you still got hope.
It's probably guys listening like.
I got hope with a lot of it.
Let me say.
Fantasy land.
Listen. Let me say this. A lot of the 12 steps are very complimentary to men. They're very male forward if you really listen to them, because it really promotes a woman being a feminine, flexible woman. So the first step, let me go through all 12
I won't say
without
shit.
you saying anything.
I don't say shit.
Ladies, be honest with yourself. Know who you are, how you show up to the opposite sex, and know what you want. If you're just trying to date and be out here and be cool, it's fine. It's not really being intentional. It's just go with the flow. There's nothing wrong with that. But this is just not the conversation I'm trying to have with you. Okay, the second one is get outside. Stop going on the internet all the time looking for love. It's just really not going to work all the time like that. Don't leave with your wallet. Put the resumes up. Men want to get to know you. You don't have to pay for and finance a man. We're not doing that. That's, these homosexuals are everywhere, tricking you, trying to get into your homes and your cars. Don't do it. Check your baggage at the gate. Stop talking about your past. We're tired of it. Men are tired of it. Don't do it. Listen to what a man has to say. Be open. Get active. Get to the gym. Be well. Take care of yourself. Embrace self-care. Clean up your house. Have order. Be tidy in every sense of the way. Don't excuse red flags. Stop dating for...
Go ahead. No, I just burn it up. You know
Yeah, burn it up.
I burn it up. I ain't saying a fucking thing. My whole face is burnt. It's like I'm walking in. It's like I'm a vampire walking in church. You know. I'm just steaming. Go ahead, finish your shit.
Stop dating for multiple years at your age. Stop leading with sex too soon. And then also be open to new experiences. I'm done, ladies. Listen.
No, that's
That's
what's
all I
up.
got for you. If you can get past what we didn't talk about through this, then it's not about don't focus on the number, but focus on being intentional. You can find love. It's gonna happen. Be patient. And there are great men out here that really truly will date a woman and treat them like the royalty that we are. Next.
Well.
Well said.
All
Well said.
right. Let me ask you a question. So, okay. So you're talking about all these, you know what I'm saying? If a man took you out
Yes.
and he wants you to pay Dutch, what you feel about him?
I don't, and I won't. If you're just meeting a man on the first date and he asks you to go Dutch, that's not a date. That's a meetup. Next question.
All right. Suppose he invite. All right. You know what? I'm going to the game. Woo! I want to. You know what, baby? You want to go to the game with me? But you know what? We only got 3 tickets left. You got to pay for your ticket. You know what I'm saying? If you got to pay for your ticket, would you go to the game?
If I'm going to the game and you are interested in dating me and you ask me for money for the ticket, then I'm not dating you. I'm going to the game if I want to go to the game and I'm paying for my ticket and we are going as friends.
All right. So,
You better not holler at nobody.
You better not holler at nobody in that motherfucker. But that nigga.
You better not hug nobody too tight.
Woo!
We are together, whether you want to say that in
If
your
I
mind
pay
or
for my
not.
ticket, you are my friend. You are my
Would
associate.
you fuck around with a nigga that was in that was in a circle with your girls and they was with him, like, you know what I'm saying? You know that shit?
Great
You know-
women, good women don't mess around with other women's men or with other women that you don't mess around in the same circle, period. Now, if that's something that you do, I'm not saying that you're not a good woman. You just not in my eyes. That's not what I do. I'm not what I've done. But I just think, in my opinion, good women don't date their girlfriend's men and they don't date their girlfriend's husband.
What if a nigga?
What about guys that are friends?
What you mean?
Like you're dating a guy and you date his friend.
That's the same thing. That's just the same.
You said your girls. You don't date your girl's friend.
No, I don't. I'm not somebody that dates my girlfriend's husband or my girlfriend's boyfriend.
All right, scratch your girl. It's a guy that you used to date,
Okay.
and then you meet his friend.
No, you don't do that. You don't mess around with your boyfriend's friends or ex-friends or ex-boy. I mean, it's so many people in the world. If you're dating, why do you have to do that?
I mean, your circle is big. Your circle is only
It's
big.
expanded
Everybody
circle.
fucks out of propinquity.
Is it different? See, is it different when a nigga got money or like when he ain't got no money? Now, in my audience, I'm gonna tell you how you know a man got money. You know what I'm saying? When a man got money, he order hors d'oeuvres.
What?
You know what I'm saying? When a man got money, you know what I'm saying? He order wine with your drinks. You know what I'm saying? Give me that bottle of wine out here. When a man got money, you know what I'm saying? He be like, man, get what the fuck you want. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
You know what? Now let's go to a man with no money. Here's the difference. When a man with no money don't got car insurance, you got liability. You know that a man with no money, he don't order no hors d'oeuvres or nothing. You gotta pick him up. You know what I'm saying? So, but he might love you way more. Would you fuck with a man with no money that can't order you hors d'oeuvres?
First of all, I can't even think about back in the day at what anything before my husband.
No, I'm not talking about you. I'm not talking about you. I'm talking about you get your 12-step program.
Yes.
Talk about a nigga with money and without money.
So the ladies that dating a man with no money. What about that?
But how do you know? See, what's the back in the day, way back. You know what I'm saying? You talking about this woman. How do you know when a man? What signs do a man get off that he's broke? What signs do we give off?
Listen, first of all,
Broke is relative.
exactly. Broke is absolutely relative.
My broke, I could be broke.
I'm broke as hell.
But she broke.
Yeah.
So I'm rich to her.
Listen, the question is not that. The question is that when you're meeting someone, and again, that's what I'm saying. They ask you out, they're intentional with you. When a man, you don't have to worry about, if a man asks you out on a date and he's paying for you, you're dating in a way where you're flexible to go out to the place he wants to go, you order what you want within reason and enjoy him. It's not, you
What's in reason? Okay, that's
that's relative too.
You go to Red Lobster, you get the ultimate feast, or
It's relative to. It's relative to what it is. The most important thing is getting to know someone on that first date and enjoying yourself and really letting your hair down and enjoy yourself with somebody.
How long does it take for you? Like, you know what? I haven't met your family yet. When a man introduces a woman to his family?
Yeah, what about
Don't introduce yourself. So how long would you feel offended?
He a good man.
Women. You talk to the women, not yourself. Would you feel offended? You know what I'm saying? If you were with a man for a year and he ain't introduced you to his mom.
I wouldn't be with a man for a year that didn't introduce me to his family.
But I wouldn't be with you either.
I wouldn't be with. It's a waste of time.
What
Because
about
it's not serious
what about
enough.
dating a man that doesn't have a good relationship with his mom?
I wouldn't date a man that either.
What about a man that goes to the club a lot?
I wouldn't date him either. if you have to be somewhere,
Killing
every
these
Friday,
folks.
if you have to be somewhere every Friday, every Monday, every Wednesday,
You part of a lodge or something.
okay, well then you're not for me.
You're in the Buffalo Lodge. What was the Flintstones?
You're for the streets. You're not for me.
She tell a woman to care about race. Like, as long as he treats you good, I don't care if he's white or black or orange, turquoise. What would you say about that?
There's no comment on that.
You know what? When a polar bear shave his fur.
There's no comment. Love is love.
When a polar stats and facts. When a polar bear shave his fur, he's still black. Stats and facts.
Listen, love is love, or whatever you find it. I mean, people have personal preferences. I won't go into what mine are as it relates to race or whatever that is, or not. People just do you. Be happy.
How do you tell your man that he is being too comfortable with the women at work? Or he feels that the women are too comfortable with him. Either way, that you have a problem with the relationship that
He's
he
being
has.
too flirtatious.
Not either way. It cannot. It could be him or her. But I'm just saying,
what if
like,
they're selfies?
I don't like your relationship with the women you work with.
What if we got a social media page?
Okay, so listen, we have two different questions. Hold on, let me address C first. The first question is, if a woman has a man that is flirty or is just way too comfortable at work with,
Well, he entertained the flirt. He don't have to necessarily flirt. Like, he could have a fine man that all women flirt with him.
Yes.
But he just don't bat him down. He's just like, and he's like, nah, nigga, I want you to do more. Like, he could be.
well, again, it's about being secure. If you are attractive and you are dating someone that's attractive, people are going to be attracted to them. It's how that person reacts to it. You have no issue. I would not, as a single woman, have a issue with my significant other, people giving him compliments or things of that nature. But it's how he reacts to them if he takes it past a certain line. That's the issue.
Your favorite restaurant, the waiter always flirting with him. It's your favorite restaurant. The waitress always flirts with him.
Well, I don't have to worry about. I don't have to
All
worry
right,
about.
is it
what
still
she
your
does.
favorite restaurant?
Absolutely. I don't have to worry about what another woman is doing. What I worry about what your significant other is doing.
Are you gonna say something to him or to the waitress?
You know what? You're not getting no tip. I'll give you a tip.
Like if she's
I'll
always
give you a
super
tip,
nice
bitch.
to your man,
I'll
she's
give you a
done
tip,
nothing
bitch.
inappropriate, but she's always
I'll give you
super
a
nice.
tip, bitch.
And it's like, damn, she ain't that nice when I'm here by myself. But all right, I see what you're doing, bitch. Like whatever. Do you say something to her or to your man?
Neither.
So you just
I don't bring little things.
you just get
I'm not buying that with a coupon.
I don't say anything.
Man, hit the bun. Hit the bun. I'm not buying
Steve
that with a
said nice.
coupon.
Steve said nice.
she's just doing her job overly well when you're here.
That's fantastic. I love great customer service.
So you like, yeah.
I'm not worried about
You
it.
tipping
Like,
your tip is normal?
I'm not paying for the bill, so it doesn't matter.
Oh,
Are you watching what he tips?
Are you seeing? Are y'all seeing?
Are you paying attention to what he tips?
It's my audience seeing it.
Yeah.
All right. Hey,
What if you pay attention to what he tips?
What if you
outside?
What if you were a nigga? What if you a nigga that really love you? And he's so ambitious. But he keep getting fired from job to job. Keep him around. You know what I'm saying? A nigga that can't keep a job but tries. Will you keep a trier around?
No. No. If it's an extenuating circumstance, of course, everyone gets down on their luck, loses their job, but consistent behavior is something.
What if he was like walking down the street? You know what I'm saying? He always, and you know what? And when you love him, he with you, and he be like, he always comments on other women's like physical attributes. You know what I'm saying? Like, she got a fat ass. Ooh, man, that's a good looking woman. You know what I'm saying? Or whatever. But you know what? I'm with you. You know what I'm saying? How would you feel about that?
Leave him.
I gotta cover it.
Leave him.
Only. These are only two.
All right. What if he? Okay.
Hold on. These are only two answers you can ask.
Okay. What if he's like, you know what? He's a good man. He's a good man. And you know what? You wanna, all women wanna be, take me outside. Take me outside. I'm like, you already outside, you a mile. You know what I'm saying? First of all, you know what I'm saying? If a nigga wanna watch Netflix and, you know what I'm saying, order some food and whatever, you know what I'm saying? How important is outside? You know what I mean? How important is outside?
So listen, it's important that you do have a balance of the things that he wants to do and that you want to do too. So if all you want to do is one thing, then no, I'm not going to be with you.
How long? Okay, I'm asking my sister, my lovely sister. How long would you tell a woman to be in a relationship before a man asks to marry her?
4 seasons.
That's a hotel.
That's it.
Let me ask you: if these are only two answers you could give, you can either speak to what he's saying or say that. I'll just ask a question. He says she has a nice ass. You can either say that's what you like, or
She does.
agree or disagree that she has a nice ass. Which one would you pick? Oh, that's what you like, or yeah, she do got a nice ass.
The latter.
Okay, yeah, she do got a nice ass. All right. Got a couple. I don't know. It's just weird to see that those conversations with relationships when you think you free with your girl and you just been cool and you casually saying something and it turns into an argument.
But
You like,
let
oh
me tell
damn.
you something. I've never had that issue. First of all.
So he know better than to say to point out the ass to you.
Nobody says that. Listen,
Men do
it's
Men do that.
it's- but those are disrespectful men.
That's not because some women look like my girl likes women.
Okay,
But not bisexual. She's not bisexual. But I'm saying
that's
she
it.
likes to look at women's body.
Okay, but then
She'll go to a strip club. Put it like that.
But listen.
Yeah, me too.
If that is the way
You said, yeah, me too.
if that's the way you guys get down in your relationship and you have talked about it, you are free with each other like that. But if we are together and you never commented on anybody's body and then we're walking down the street and you say, "Oh, look at so and so," or she's, I've never.
Or if you say it's a waitress, it don't have to be a body part. If she comes to the table, it's a young girl. It's out of your league. It's a young 22-year-old working, and you like, damn, she was pretty, right? You know what I'm saying? It was like that was a pretty girl. Can't you do that, or is that disrespectful?
No, he won't comment on that.
He just does she find his mind.
Okay.
Yeah, okay. All right.
But I'm saying, it's no way that he's not sexually attracted. He's just saying that
If he's a good dude,
she's fine. Or she's attractive. Or I can see, or if he like, she's fine. I can see why she's so busy. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Steve,
No, we don't have
Steve,
those
you can't be like, man, you see this fine woman.
We don't have those
You
conversations.
can't talk that way.
We don't have that
You know what I'm saying? You can't do that.
let me ask you this: why do men?
All right, what about this? What about this?
Why should
What
men
if
get
he-
married if women leave so easily?
Go ahead, take over. Go ahead. It's
No,
your-
I just want to ask, why should men get married if women leave so easily?
First of all, women don't leave so easily.
That's the answer.
But that's not it. So that's the thing about it. It's like men should get married. Men get married because, and I would think they want to. They're at a stage in their life where they want to settle down, have that nurturing, have that femininity, build a family. Do all
And
those
women can
kinds
walk
of
away
things.
from that so easily.
And so can a man. Men walk away from it all the time.
That's not true. 88% of women file for divorce.
People
That-
walk
that-
away
that's
from
in
marriage.
fact.
But listen to this. But there's a cause and an effect.
There's a
Okay?
cost.
So exactly, and that's why men don't particularly may not walk away.
Right,
because
but
there's a
women,
cost.
and they get paid for walking away. There's an incentive to walk away.
Well, again, that's the way it's set up. But it
So
doesn't
why
mean that's
why
right.
would I get married if you have an incentive to leave?
Well, see, the thing about it is that when you go into something with the intentions of,
Yes, the intention, but we're here now.
well, so we're here now. That's just what it is.
So that's what I'm saying.
That's just what it is. I mean, but again, but you don't.
Looking at the stats and fact that he just quoted, 80% of women leave. So why would I be rushing?
Men keep our family together. Women
But you
leave.
can flip it and say, well, how many men may be unfaithful to cause a woman to.
But they're not breaking the bond.
Man, back in the
Like,
day,
whatever
you
it
know
is,
that-
like whatever it is that's making him stay, I'm not gonna
Leave.
give all
Men
this up and
don't
leave.
leave.
Like women is like, hey, you take the kid, I'm gonna take the kid. What we gonna do? We splitting all that, and it's like, whoa,
Women
whoa,
leave.
I
But
fucked
not
up,
every-
or you fucked up, we
not
fucked
every-
up. But
not
why
every- but
tear up the carpet?
See, the thing about it is you can't base your life and your decisions off generalities that other people do in the world.
That's what we said. The 12 steps was 80-20.
No,
80% general,
But-
general,
but-
not the outliers.
But this
These
is,
are not
This
outliers.
is once you. But you're talking about once you. What incentivizes you?
Generally, the women leave.
If generally the women leave, that's
So
because-
why do the men get married if generally women leave?
Because they want to get married, they want the things that I said, and they're not. They are thinking that they're the outliers, not the general.
Help me, Snub.
Right.
No. You got it, Chief. You know what I'm saying?
Why you buy a lottery ticket? Why you buy a lottery ticket and you know that 99% of the time, 91, you're not gonna win?
But I'm going into that knowing I'm.
But you know
I'm
what-
going
but you
into
know
that
what- but you
gambling.
know-
I don't go into
No,
marriage
But
with
you
a
know,
gamble.
but you know what? You know what?
I don't stand before God
I listen.
gambling.
I listen to
I
both of
don't-
y'all. I listen to both of y'all. First of all,
Some people
you live with a woman, and you're married. You know what I'm saying? So, and y'all got the nerve to go back and forth. You know what I'm saying? I'm the one that the audience needs to hear. You know what I'm saying? Because you know what I'm saying. I ain't got none of that shit. You know what I mean? You live with a woman.
But
You know what I'm saying?
you're not interested in being married.
You don't know what I'm interested
Yes,
in.
he
Ty.
is. Yes, he
I want
is.
that.
He's more interested in kids.
That may be.
Would you?
But that's what I'm saying. How man's think. I want my legacy and I want kids. Marriage, not so much. Like that shit is that'll end up costing me. My kids, I can.
Are you on? Do you?
That's my
all right,
seeds.
all right, let me ask you something, Steve.
Marriage
All right,
is-
you're not married, but you're in a relationship. You know what I'm saying?
By this,
do-
Illinois recognize common law.
Do you?
I'm not married.
You
No, actually, I am because we got a domestic.
Would
I'm on her.
your woman allow you to take 3 trips a year?
Yeah, she yeah.
What has it taken?
trips a year.
You see that, Ty?
Yeah, it is. It is. I mean, because I'm saying it's like 3 trips a year with guys.
You hear this?
Yes.
I'm not buying that with a coupon. Hit the button.
No, I can't.
No.
Well, not 3 with guys. But if I had a job that required me to travel 3
No,
times a year,
I'm talking about vacation.
yeah.
So you go on a single vacation by your motherfucking self.
No, I went to Vegas though for
I'm
for a bachelor party.
No, that's not what
outlier.
I. That's not what
That's
I
outlier?
asked. That's not the question I asked.
Okay.
I asked would
Can I like so
Go
this
on
beginning of
3
the year,
vacations a
can I
year,
say,
baby.
hey babe, I got 3 trips lined up this year.
No.
And you're not involved.
Yes.
A good man wouldn't do that.
Yeah.
That's right.
Fuck outta here.
Listen, there's a difference between.
I respect my family.
I mean, again, it's about the respect of families. It's
You
about
hear
the
this?
respect.
That's why I don't have a lot of motherfuckers on my show.
It's about the respect of self. It's about the respect of your significant other. That's right.
Yeah, you gotta
That's
respect.
good.
Do you believe women have a whole face?
He said the whole thing.
I can't speak to that. I can't. I don't know
Well,
about wholeness.
not necessarily a whole face where they actually having sex.
Would
but
you?
they outside entertaining.
What would you say about? I got it, Steve.
I can't speak.
What would you say about a woman? You know what I'm saying? Not you. That she's dating a man
Yes.
with multiple kids, with multiple baby mamas, what would you tell her, and what advice would you give her? And have you ever done that?
First of all, let's start with the first question. But if you have multiple children by multiple women, what advice would I tell a woman?
Yes.
I would say, be honest with yourself about what you want.
Rule one.
Rule number one, be honest with yourself about what you want, because that's a very difficult situation, depending on how the man handles it and how he manages, the children and the and his other, women that he's had children.
I want to
It
ask
just all
you.
depends.
I want to ask you a question. You've been talking a lot to the women, so I want to ask you something.
That's Women's History Month. Hit the button, Steve.
to the men. This is to help men with women. So, how does a man speak to his woman or significant other about something she's sensitive about? So you know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
so it's something that's just very sensitive to him, to her.
Don't tell her. That's what it is. Why would you even do that? Why would you even go down that road?
It's come to the point where we had that conversation. But I know you're very sensitive. How does a man
So
approach
number
that?
one,
Don't do it. Don't do it. I wish you would. You know what? The eggs you made yesterday was you know what? I didn't like the egg salad. You can't tell a woman that shit. You baby, it's me. Hey, I smushed them eggs in your face. You shut the fuck up.
That's a charge.
You got the nerve to ask that question, Steve. You know what I'm saying?
I just want to hear what we got the 12-step guru is. The legal eagle.
You asked that the legal eagle. All right.
All right. All right.
so it depends on what it is. If there's something significant in your relationship,
Your size is good.
if it's egg salad, I mean that's
You're bigger than when we met.
right. Nobody.
And you keep you're going up. You're not going down.
And then that's a health issue.
Okay. So you
So you have to
Oh,
know-
you're a lawyer for real.
You know how to talk.
I'm here for real. Get the fuck out of here. You know what? That's so much. All right, Steve. I'm gonna get you after this show. Go ahead, Tanya.
Okay. So you have to know how to talk to when you to know someone is to love them, is to really truly understand how to communicate with them. Number one, if somebody is getting bigger and it's a health concern, there's a way to speak to them in a way that you let them know and
Work out.
it's a health concern.
How you? All right. If a woman,
But I'm big too.
would you feel disrespected? Would you feel disrespected if you know what? You already a dime piece. But I'm just saying, you work hard and you got it the right way. You know what I'm saying? But if a woman's getting bigger, you know what I'm saying? You know what? You getting kind of fat. You know what I'm saying? There's no good way to say that. How do you tell a woman that she's gaining weight and she needs to go to the gym?
First of all, you lead by example. Number one, if you are unhealthy.
But what if I'm already cut though?
Let me give you two scenarios. The first scenario is that you lead by example. If you are someone that works out and you are cut and you are healthy and conscious and you see that your significant other is sliding in a different direction, be proactive. Invite them to the gym with you. Cook. Do things that makes them feel comfortable and leads them to the point of being more healthy. That's just the way
That's why I stay home for my audience.
And if you are the opposite and you notice your woman is gaining weight, but you are healthy and you are overweight, then you be quiet and you go ahead.
Now you let it grow. You know what I'm saying?
No. Listen to what I'm saying.
A plant grow. You know what I'm saying?
Listen to what I'm saying. Then
I'm
you
gonna
be
sprout.
quiet
I'm gonna
and you lead
sprout.
by example as well. You, as the leader of your house, you take your wife or girlfriend to the gym with you and you set the example.
Oh, you open the door and kick it outside and be like, run. No, that's bogus. I'm sorry.
But this is the thing, is that I
woman's
think
monster.
whether you're a man or a woman, you should be what you're looking for. Period. If you want if you're a woman and you want a man that's in shape,
that ain't compatible.
No. What I'm saying is you have to adjust your expectations. If you're a woman and you are looking for a man that's in shape and financially together and all of these things, then you should show up as a woman that he would be attracted to, he would find interesting, and things of that nature. You should take care of yourself as well. I think a man that requires a woman to be fit and take care of herself, he should lead by example as well. He should live that lifestyle as well. It's about being well and healthy. That's where it is, especially at a certain age. I mean, again, I know women that have standards where they don't want men that are overweight and they're overweight.
Oh yeah, they were. Oh, what was the coup de grace? You know what? I'm not fucking with you. I'm like, all right.
It's just unreasonable. It's just unreasonable. If you have standards and things like that.
But some men like overweight women. Some women like overweight men.
But we're not talking about that. We're talking about if you meet somebody that it is. We're talking about if you have a problem with somebody's weight, or you have a problem with the way someone is looking, and you are unhealthy yourself. Again, it goes back to that first step. Be honest with yourself. Stop requiring more of others than you are willing to do yourself. Period.
How should
you gotta have, but you know what, Steve? The first thing in a relationship, you gotta have patience.
In a relationship, when you're in it, yeah. Compromise, all that.
Even out of a relationship, you know what I mean? That's one thing that I am. I'm
and you have no patience.
I have none.
You have no patience.
When I go,
I don't.
I go to the doctor's office. They be like, man, you know what? We go. Come on in the room. You know what? I gotta wait there for like 80 minutes. Come in. You know what? I'd rather stay outside.
I want a private doctor.
I'd rather stay in the waiting room than they put me in the room. And then, you know what I'm saying? But you know what? Women got more patience because when y'all get your hair done, they call you at 5 o'clock. Y'all go in there, they don't see you like 7:30.
I don't have patience for that. I don't do that anymore.
How should women
Hey,
Oh, go ahead.
You know what I'm saying? And niggas, you should go to the barber shop. You get you a haircut. I get my bed live, and now appointment only. I remember when your chair was empty. You know what I'm saying? You got the nerve.
But I appreciate that because then people know when to come. You're not wasting anybody's time. Everybody has a designated slot to come.
Back in the day, man was fighting. When you get out the car at the same time as another nigga, and y'all walking to the door, whoever could get in the door first, get the haircut first. You know that? That's what we did.
That was back in the day. Yeah. You talking about bullseye?
You got to blame me. There wasn't nobody even in your chair. The house call. Ooh, you know how much a house call costs? You know what I'm saying? That's somebody. I'm glad I'm bald headed.
Pre-COVID or post-COVID? That's some private barbershops and all that shit. I wanted to ask you, how does a woman over 45 shoot their shot?
The best way to shoot their shot. Be approachable, be attractive, be feminine.
Be approachable.
Yes, that's the shot you shoot. You show up. And you show up.
So you just gonna let a good man go by?
I don't know if you're good or not. When I see you, I'm just going on physical. That's not what I go.
So
I wanted her back. Y'all wanted her back.
The good men are only the ones that approach you.
Listen.
The ones that don't approach you.
No.
She's married.
The good men.
I'm not you per se.
We're not talking about me because I'm the only man that I deal with is my husband. But at the end of the day, but for women,
this is in the 12 steps. I'm saying
right, the 12 steps. This is all we're talking about.
So what I'm saying is, she's in the doctor's office. She sees a man that she fits everything that she wants. She wants to apply the 12 steps, but he's not talking to her. Okay. How does?
But you can't apply the 12 steps until you're chosen by a man. You might see. He might see
patriarchy. I like it.
He may not be.
He got to choose you.
No,
we got the power.
Listen, as a woman, what if he got the power?
Would you fuck with a nigga that's spending time with his ex?
No woman should ever do that.
It's Christmas. I want them to see the kids.
No, not like that.
So you know what I'm saying? I remember this. All my ex-wife, my niece, and you know what? I can't fuck with her no more because I'm fucking with you. I gotta. You know that? Do you tell a motherfucker don't fuck with your ex no more?
No.
How do you do that?
Y'all gonna let a good man go by?
No, it's not about
because he ain't speak first.
No, it's not about a good man. You looking at somebody. How do you know this might be an attractive man?
But the man that comes to you correctly don't necessarily mean he's a good man.
But that's what I'm saying. As a woman, you have to sit back. Remember the stop being thirsty.
Nah, it's cool. It's all y'all fault.
Can you be a woman and see someone that's attractive? That's fine. If a man does not choose you, if he doesn't come over and ask you to take you out, ask for your information, and ask to take you to the next step, he's not interested.
But you married, Tanya. Desperation.
We're not talking about that.
Desperation's a funky cologne, and it stinks.
We're not talking about that.
But what if he speaks to you? He does everything, but he just doesn't do anything to. But he doesn't do the thing to connect. It's like maybe he forgot to get.
Let me tell you something. good, nice men speak to women. People, there's nothing wrong with having saying hello. How are you?
And y'all had a conversation and everything, but it's like, oh shit, he didn't give me my number.
No,
He didn't
he's
give
not
my.
interested in you. He's just being nice to you and having conversation.
How do you know
Stop
when
reading into
how do you
that.
know when somebody's being nice or interested?
Yeah.
They do an overt step to ask for your information. They want to connect with you outside of where they last see you. That's the bottom line. Those two things. They want to see you again, and they find a way to do that. Period. Just because a man speaks to you don't mean that he's trying to date you. He might be sitting next to you and you're talking about the TV show. You can't be frantic and think that that man is trying to be with you.
We ain't no waste too much conversation. And I don't want to know that. You know that we don't do that. We don't waste too much conversation. If we say something to you, we want something.
Okay.
We want something. That's real talk. You know what? He was just. Women always be like, he was just being nice.
And he was. But some men are just nice.
He was just being nice. Yeah, okay.
There's some people that are just having conversation.
Oh, just having conversation.
A man that's interested in you will let you know he's interested in you.
Ooh,
You don't have to pursue a man. You don't have to throw yourself out there.
you better court the snow.
So what do you think about this new movement of women proposing to men? You have no thoughts.
I
I had 3 women ask to marry me.
Remember, I subscribe to the 4 F's. That is not feminine. Okay? That's not. You want to be a man, you want to act like a man. To me, that is.
What's your thought on passport bros? You don't know what passport bros is? Explain what passport bros is. Do you know what passport bros is?
Pass.
No.
Passport bros.
What is a passport, bro?
American men that travel to countries to have sex with women that are submissive. So
That's everybody.
So it's like
That's
going
even
to
that.
like
That's
where you
human nature.
yeah where you go to
The Dominican.
yeah or wherever and pay women to have sex and then it's some men marry these women and because their culture is submissive and they they don't have the mannerisms or they're not Americanized as they say like how American women are so.
I know a woman.
I'm gonna look up the exact.
If I see a fine ass chick and I'm fucking with her, you know what I'm saying? And I'm messing with her, and and she goes to she like, you know what? I gotta go to the bathroom, and she going like White Castle or something. I'm like, you know what? I gotta question myself. You know that women are holded. They're holding. What were they? Shit's everywhere.
Oh, God. Okay.
All right, so passport bros is basically what I said is a term used to describe men often from U.S. who travel abroad, particularly to countries in Latin America, South Asia, and Eastern Europe, seeking relationship, marriage, or a different dating experience from what they find at home. So they go to other cultures because American culture is equality.
I buy my wife.
Yeah.
So he's just on that. When you're looking.
I wasn't mad.
I can only say again, in my opinion, if you're going to go look for a wife or significant other to bring back and to take care of, that's or do whatever that you want to do. That's fine. If you're going spending money to travel to have intercourse or relationships with women in other countries, then you're spending extra money for prostitution.
That's what most women say. So the fourth is dating preferences, economic leverage, dissatisfaction with local dating. That's what most women say is the fact that American women cost too much and the standards are too high, so they go to where.
Then you spend more money to go have those things with other women in other places. When you can just choose better or try to change who you are here. In the sense that, again, you attract. I think men will attract feminine women or women that they're interested in if they behave a certain way.
Would you feel a certain type of
Or have
way?
a standard.
Would you feel a certain type of
You see
way?
what I'm saying? If that's your standard, you'll find that if you wait and you're patient.
Would you feel a certain type of way if a man comment on like physical attributes? Like, ooh, look at you. You know what I'm saying? Would you like that or not?
Okay,
If a man comments on your physical attribute.
So if a man, in my opinion, if a man comments on a woman's physical attributes in a positive, respectful way,
How do you do that?
that's fine. You're attractive.
They don't
You
say
look
that.
beautiful today. Yes, they do. They say that all the time. They
Woo! Look
Yeah.
at your ass.
no one
Ooh,
is
That's a
You
charge.
stacked. You know what I'm saying?
But those are disrespectful men. Listen, let me tell you something. I'm gonna be
being
honest
well.
with you.
Yeah, I'm sticking with your 45 and over. I'm trying to
Okay.
find questions that fit this.
Yeah, because I'm gonna tell
These
you.
realistic women that you have.
Some of the,
Unrealistic.
some of the women, some of the comments that you're making, certain women, don't even have. People don't come up to certain women, and say, "Oh, this or that," or they're men that know how to approach you, how you carry yourself. They will approach you in that manner. There's even the dude that's the thuggiest dude will come up to you and be
If he like you.
if he like you or he respects you.
Respect you.
The
And
way
that-
you
yeah.
carry yourself. Listen, a man comes to you and talks to you the way, if he, for the most part, unless he's drunk or high. Or
What's the
something
thing
else is going
women
on,
say
how you
dating
carry yourself.
intentionally? Like they're dating to find a relationship or marriage or
Yeah.
that thing. When you're 45 plus and most women 45 plus, I ain't playing no games. These little boys, all of that. Like I've been through the ringer. I ain't all that. So the next person, I'm trying to. How do you distinguish, or how do a man that wants to? He 45 and he outside. Like I just got a divorce. I'm out of a marriage and I'm trying to fuck everything that's moving. I'm back. He back acting like he 21, and you 45 looking for your next settle down.
Well, then that's
He has ulterior motives. How do you let him down? He's interested. He's doing everything that you said. How do you say like, nah, I ain't
well,
interested?
he gonna fail like a million 12 steps. So it's really easy to do that. Be honest with yourself. Know what you want. If a man is out in the club constantly doing this and doing that, or showing you that he's not interested in what you're interested in, just move on. You don't have to say anything. Just be like, look, sweetheart, I'm not
That don't-
interested in that.
What are your?
can't see that.
What are
You
your?
don't have to like everybody that likes you.
Because y'all the same
What are y'all-
age, y'all both back outside, but for different reasons.
What are your?
You back outside trying to find love. He's back outside
not
just.
compatible.
Hey, what
But
are
you
your?
don't know that on day one. Like when you
But-
talking,
but-
he like, yeah, I fuck with
What are your?
that.
What are
Yeah, I
your?
fuck
What are
with
your
that.
things
Yeah,
that
I
you
fuck
don't
with
want no
that.
more?
But then again,
What are
when
your
you get to
things
know
that?
someone and they date you, you'll find that out by listen again. That's
So
what I'm saying,
so
listen.
these 12 steps ain't all on the first night. Is you may have to.
no, this
Yeah,
is-
it may take.
No, this is throughout the initial meeting someone. This is not you just meet
So
someone.
that's what I'm saying. The initial sounds like date one. The initial is like the first month, first 3 months, first what?
the first 3 months, the first 90 to 120 days.
What are your knockoffs?
Oh.
What else you like? What are your
Oh.
knockoffs? Smoking? Is it? What are your knockoffs?
Clearly smoking. I say smoking.
Come on, you're very energetic.
Okay, so when I was single, my knockoffs would be and that's just me, smoking, excessive drinking, somebody that was constantly in lounges, clubs, partying, living a reckless lifestyle. That's a no.
What do you describe as a reckless lifestyle?
Multiple women, dating multiple women, hanging out late, getting drunk, doing things that are just
How do you know you're doing that?
because you can see that if you pay attention. Listen, or listen again. When you're meeting someone, you can meet someone in 90 days. They can go out. You can go out on 3 dates with them, or you can go out on. You can see them every week. If you see them every week, you're going to get to know them. If you're going on 3 dates with them, you're not dating them. You're just hanging out. So you're not serious
How do you know when someone takes you seriously?
because they want to see you. They make plans for you. They're intentional with you. They handle you in a certain way. Again, if I'm interested in you and I'm a man, I'm not in 90 days. If I'm seeing you 3 times, I'm not interested in you.
3 times is a lot though.
But won't a man
Or
do
if
that
that's
to have
not-
sex?
Huh?
Won't a man do that to have sex?
But he's not interested in you in terms of getting. Remember, we're talking about.
No, what I'm saying, what you're saying. If every time we meet up, we don't have sex, and I'm intentionally trying to schedule the next time we meet up. He looks intentional.
He's trying to have sex with you.
No, he's very intentional if he does that. But if you're a man dating a woman for, let's just say for 90 days, okay, for 12 weeks, and you see them 3 times in 12 weeks, that's not intentional.
No, not even that. You could do it every Friday. You see him every Friday because you're not having sex. But as soon as y'all have sex, now he like,
Friday, yes, some sex.
you know what I'm saying? Well, like I'm saying, like,
Friday,
the woman follows the 12
Friday.
steps. Like you said, what 60 to 100.
I'm just saying this is throughout your course.
Whatever.
This is,
We got to meet each other, and she's trying to follow that. She's doing the 4Fs. She's doing everything. And she's not having sex because I want to do this first.
Well, I mean, I'm not saying you don't have to do it. I'm just saying you just be cognizant and listen, look at his behavior. Read his behavior, not what he's saying.
And your 12 steps, are those in order? Like,
No, it's just
general.
that's
Okay,
just
because I was like, what step should she have steps and have sex and still keep looking
that's
at
what it
those
said.
steps?
Open your eyes and not your ears. See what he does. Look at his behavioral patterns. If a person is saying that they want to be with you and they're not showing that, listen, nobody gonna keep up a fraud too long.
Or he see you every Friday and then y'all have sex and now you see him once a month. Or you see him 3 times or 7. You see him every day of the week, and then once you
A woman will be able to pick up on that image.
No, she won't.
then I was gonna say, hold on, because he's doing everything. I'm Ubering, and we going on dates. I'm taking your kids out. I'm doing everything, and then as soon as we have sex, it's like, all right, I'll see you next Friday.
No,
it's like, nigga, I just saw you.
Because he's put up a facade that he's still pulling up a facade.
Where in your 12 steps did they catch that?
Again, pay attention to behavior. Everything is not ironclad. I'm gonna tell you something. Somebody can only put up a fraud so long.
30 days.
No,
21 days becomes a habit. And stats and facts. If you do something for 21 days, it becomes a habit.
But that's
Stats and
for
facts.
yourself. The thing about it is
No, that's for everybody.
No, that's what I'm saying. I'm just
yeah.
saying when you're dating someone, a man that's dating you, and you're a woman. If you're a woman and you're dating somebody and he's being intentional, going through and investing his time and investing all of these things, and you're paying attention to what he's doing, and you are not over talking him, you're really listening and paying attention to the signs and clues. 9 times out of 10, a man is not going to invest that time and energy if he's really good. Knowing his past,
But men like the challenge of the chase of sex.
But you should.
No, we don't.
No,
you do. You know what I'm saying? I want to
what I'm
give it to
saying
me.
is-
If you give it to me early, I'll make sure your wildest dreams. Hold on, Steve.
Yeah, go ahead.
Hold on, Steve.
I agree with that.
You know what I'm saying?
We accepting it.
Hold on.
Yes.
Hold on. Women be like, man, want the chase. Man, give it to me when I fucking want it. Hold on.
I agree with that.
You know what I'm saying? And if you do that, I treat you. If you make me wait, and I finally get the ass, I'm not gonna even fuck with you no more, probably. You know
Exactly. That's my point.
You know what I'm
That's
saying?
my point.
And women
I'll
think
do the
wholly
chase.
differently.
I like the chase. I like the cat and mouse. But once I catch the mouse,
Steve.
But he's not in it for the right reason.
All right, y'all go.
but you don't know it until.
Oh, you know.
I can't even talk about old shit.
I'm gonna tell you something.
I can't even talk about own show. Both of y'all niggas. I can't even talk about own motherfucking show. I can't even talk about own show.
7 times.
Fuck you out of here, man. You know what I'm saying? No, go ahead, man. The
No, you
fuck?
said go ahead.
You know what I'm saying? Y'all, the lame ass shit. You know what I'm saying? Which man? It is what it is. Go ahead, Steve.
I'm just saying that yes, they can play the role and do everything and according to the book. Like I know you on that 12 step. You read the Steve Harvey book, whatever. I can play the role.
I've never read the Steve Harvey.
No, not you. I'm saying he can in his mind. I know she's doing that whole. The whole chase. I'll take the sex on the first night, but you trying to play this game like you don't want to get a sex up on the first night. Cool, I'll play.
But I never said anything about.
Yes, you didn't. You didn't. I'm just saying that the whole chase of the thing, in the sense of, I can show up and do everything that you think a man should do, and show up, and then once I have sex, disappear.
Okay, so I'm gonna just for a fact, that's something that I have never experienced in my entire life, and most women that I know have never experienced.
What?
Or talked about a man that's showing up and doing everything right, and then all of a sudden intimacy falls.
I do that plenty of times.
I never want to speak to you again.
Men do that all the time.
I do it plenty
So
of
you never
times.
had a man where he catfish, gaslight, played tricks,
No, that's
said
what you're
this.
not aware of. That's not the
Like they say
because
these things.
they
Like
say-
women are like,
Remember
he
what I
showed
said?
me this side and then showed me this
Yeah,
side.
because you weren't paying attention to the behavior. You missed it. He breadcrumbs you. The thing about it is that
What's
when you-
That's
breadcrumbs?
hindsight.
Breadcrumbs.
Hindsight is 2020.
Yeah, but I'm just saying, there's some women that don't have understanding.
Y'all should be so gullible. A lot of women are so gullible. A lot of women.
Y'all got a poor judgment and
A
care.
lot of women are so gullible. A lot of women are so gullible
You are
that they
poor
listen to everyone that they not used to getting attention.
Tell him, Snug.
They so
I agree.
They so used to not getting attention. You know what I'm saying? You know what? And now you're gorgeous. Woo, you're on 300 pounds. You know what I'm saying? You look at these other women, and not just them. They're skinny women. You know what I'm saying? But you don't have your confidence in yourself. You take whatever you can fucking get. You know what I'm saying? You're talking on the snub nose. Like, this is what women do. That's not what they can do. That's not what they should do. These women can't do that. They're not you. You know what I'm saying? They can't. They happy with whatever they can get.
That's not true.
And that's why niggas fuck with them. Because we get up whatever we can get, bitch. That's what we own.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Well, I don't know anything about that. I don't know about the whatever we can get. I only know that if you pay attention to signs, you know. I mean, listen. If you pay attention to the signs and you let somebody treat you the way you deserve to be treated, 9 times out of 10, the person is not gonna keep a facade up forever. You'll find that out.
I mean, I'm doing for 30 days.
Okay, so again, we're not.
You don't even know who you are till we married.
Listen, at the end, nobody's gonna go through all of that long.
All women do.
Again, like I said, it takes time. If you pay attention to the signs, you have gift.
What are some of the signs?
The signs are saying one thing and doing another, and a man can do everything that he says he's going to do, but there may be something that happens that raises the eyebrow, or where he treats somebody else, or a comment that he makes that gives you an idea that this man is maybe into it for some other reason.
Can you give me a comment that somebody might make? An example?
If somebody says, over harps on men love the chase, I love the chase, or something to that nature, where is,
It's a liar.
No, but I'm just saying, sometimes you say give you an example. I don't know, other than when a man gives you an example where he kind of says things that don't line up with his actions. And it's easy. You can't, man or woman, keep up a facade for that long. It's just not it. It's just really, it's really not it.
So, what?
That's why you don't rush into stuff.
At what age would you tell a woman to think about looking for marriage?
Whenever they are mentally, physically, and spiritually ready for being in a monogamous relationship, it's not an age.
Spoken like an attorney.
No, I mean, this is what it is. But if
sound like
you're a
an
woman
attorney.
that's over 45, you have to be more intentional. You got to be more intentional about it. And again, some of the stuff that we talking about how men act, I'm gonna be really honest with you. Prior to me being married, I never had to deal with situations like that because of the way I carried myself, the respect that I had, and that I was aware. I just never. Men didn't address me in a certain way. They didn't talk to me in a certain way. They respect me, and I didn't deal with people that did certain things. That's just bottom line. Not every woman is like that, or women may have issues that go through different things.
Understood.
But I'm just saying, for me, that was not my reality.
But
Because
even male friends that treated women different, like that, that treating women in a way that you like. How are you getting away with that? Like, you know what I mean? Like, or things that they do. Like,
I'm honest with my friends that go through certain things about that, and people have to make their own decisions. That's what wisdom is. They got to go through things and find out what works for them. You can see things on the outside looking in, but when you're in it, it's different. It really truly is. But I just never, somebody that's blatantly disrespectful. If somebody gets to that, you cut them right then and there. You let them know, no, I'm done. Period.
What's disrespectful? Disrespectful to me for a man is like, if you ever tell a woman to like shut up, you don't talk to her like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, you're a liar. You know what I'm saying? I think men need to. It's Women's History Month, and I think men need to really word what they say really carefully. You know what I'm saying? There's certain things that you say that can trigger, anything. You know what I mean?
The bottom line is, again, if the 12 steps are just things that you do, and it's just 12. I just say the steps of being intentional, looking to find somebody you want to spend the rest of your life with. All these things that I mentioned are on women to be accountable to themselves, for what they want. This has nothing. I didn't say nothing about a man. What a man should do. In these 12 steps, it was 2 women about being accountable, understanding the value that you bring as a woman, and walking in that value. That's what these 12 steps are about. Second thing, when you find people or men or someone of the opposite sex that you're interested in, allow yourself to be dated, courted, be cognizant of the type of things that they do before the things that they say. That's just very important. Some women don't have to go through that because they stand on what they stand on. And they may be, especially if you're 45 or over or 40 or over, it's just what it is. You should be wise enough to understand that. You shouldn't be out here being tricked at 45.
I think I'm still stuck.
Ah,
Hey.
man. Oh,
Yeah, I'm still stuck
look at
on
that
age.
game. I didn't trick plenty of women way over 45. You know that.
Well,
But that
you
was
shouldn't.
25.
The thing about it is you shouldn't. And I think that if a woman is doing something, it's not about being tripped. She's making a decision to say that this is what she wants.
Ooh, is it?
Would you tell the audience how old you are?
50.
Why you said it?
You look gorgeous, by the way.
I'm 50
You
years
do. You
old.
look
And,
good.
and, and,
Gorgeous.
and in my 50 years,
gorgeous.
on my 50 years on this earth, I have done my best to behave, to carry myself, to be the woman that I've always wanted to be.
I know you're married, and this is not no disrespect to your husband.
Yes.
Have you ever?
Look at us.
No, it's not. I'm saying it's past before marriage. I'm saying, is there ever a time? Not saying let a good man get away because you married to a good man, but I'm saying, is there a time that a regret you had in a relationship? I put it like that. Is there regrets?
I
Because we're
think-
talking about women accountability.
So this is the thing. I think that any relationship that you're in prior to a great relationship that works, there are regrets on both sides. That you could have been a better person.
And it
could
made
have
you
said
for this,
something.
yeah.
And it prepares you to be who you are for the next relationship. And hopefully those are things
You
learn
just
from.
that fixed my question. You just made my question better. What did you learn from the last relationship that made you better for this relationship?
So I would say what I learned because I was married prior. Right?
Okay, you've been married before.
I've been
Okay.
married before for almost 10 years.
What age were you when you got married the first time?
32.
Okay. Okay.
So I was very much, of age.
Well, you said that was for 12 years.
Almost 10 years.
Okay, almost 10. Okay.
Almost 10 years.
Okay.
And so,
How was it?
Yeah.
well, so when you say how was it, it was I have
10 years, that's a long time.
What did you take from that relationship that you brought from this, and what?
constant be open and honest with
Damn,
communication. Be open and honest with communication. And to be honest about your feelings, and don't let things go that should be addressed. Always work on those.
That's what you take away from your first one that you
Yeah.
brought to the. What did you leave in that last relationship that you didn't bring to the next one?
All of the baggage that
Just whatever.
whatever it was. I mean,
Okay.
again, when you're dealing, when you are in a marriage, even though you may be, are married to someone that's a good person, and things don't work out. It may just be something where it didn't work out, or things challenged the marriage, or things where you were in a different season of your life. It could be any of those
Grow
things.
apart.
Hey,
Grow apart, or whatever it is. Hold on, whatever it is, you do it respectfully. You do it in love. And you do it and you try to preserve the best parts of yourself so that when you come out of it, you're not bitter, you're not cold, and you're open to whatever the
How do you
next
do
step is.
that?
Yeah, I would say it's
Hey,
staying in here
Steve,
too long.
hey, Steve, you got kids, right?
Yes.
You been in a relationship.
Mm-hmm.
You ever think about getting married?
Yeah, I think about it all the time.
Why
having enough money.
Why haven't you popped the question?
Money, and
You don't need money to get married. Just love.
right. So going to there's nothing for us to go down to the justice of the peace. Like
Why you ain't
but-
there?
because it's involving the family. Like both our families are, everybody's bought into this thing. You know what I'm saying? Like everybody's helped us, everybody's did everything. Now, me personally, I would go down there now just to have the time, right? Because while we're waiting for the big dance, time is going by. So I would like to say we've been married since day one, and then we had the marriage here. Whether that's 4 years, 5 years, 6 years, the time of marriage is ticking, and the time of the big, you know what I'm saying? Like those two aren't the same, right? So we can go to the Justice of Peace tomorrow, and then have the big dance in 2 years, 3 years, whenever we get the money to invite, because she wants to have a destination wedding, so she wants to invite people, and we do this whole thing.
A wedding is one thing, but a ceremony is a different thing.
Yeah, so that's what I guess what I'm saying.
Let me tell you,
So
what's
I
a
would-
ceremony?
it's her getting on board. One, she talks to her mom every day.
Mm-hmm.
So it'd be very hard for her to. She don't let it slip. Like we got married, and then her mom will be like, you know what I'm saying? So they family ain't really the justice of peace. I would go down there just to have the paper.
Oh.
So,
You know, one of the things I was talking about, a man knows you're gonna marry a woman like within the first year. You know what I'm saying? So all you women, stats and facts, all you women that's looking out here, you know what I'm saying? If you've been with a man for 2 or 3 years and he ain't popped the question, Facts and facts. He might not. He might not. He gonna string your ass along. You know what I'm saying? And if you are willing to be strung along, that's wasting time. You know what? Who don't have time? Is black women. Black women don't have time. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? So if you wasting a black woman's time, man, get yourself together as a man. You know what I'm saying? That's what's up. That's what's up. Oh, stats and facts, snub nose. Stacks and facts. Stacks and facts.
I'm not wasting the time. I
didn't say you.
No,
I was
just saying,
going in general.
People in my situation, I wouldn't necessarily. I just don't have the money to get married. The
money has nothing to do with it.
She's the way that I would get married. Go down to the justice.
The
of the peace.
way.
I'm saying the justice of the peace. Going down to the justice of the peace is not a thing that.
I'm asking my sister. Tanya, does money have something to do with love?
No, this is the thing, and I think what Steve is trying to say is that he wants to be in a position financially that he can support his wife, and he wants to give her the security that she needs,
Deserves.
And so, for a man, that looks different. Whether you love someone or not, part of marriage too is a woman coming, pleading to her husband and forsaking everything else, and it means something.
My wallet don't reflect the love I have.
And so I think that's
a ring don't mean you said a ring matters. Look at your ring. This shit big as hell.
That discouraged me.
But different strokes for different.
It's another
folks.
5 years.
Everything is relative, right?
Yeah, it is.
So it's just
not love.
She wouldn't even want.
We're talking about financial.
Realistically, she wouldn't even want to ring that bitch.
No.
She.
Every woman is different.
Realistically.
Every woman is different. Every woman is different. Every woman.
Her mom would. Her mom is
woman
that
is
type.
different.
Like
marriage, in my opinion, is about loving your spouse, taking care of one another, growing together, being a partnership, and then just someone to witness your life.
Yin and yang. What you're missing,
if a man is with a woman for more than a year and a half, he don't propose, you wasting her time.
You said that.
That's about. I mean, money is one.
Shit'll get off the pot.
That's what she'll tell you.
What if you got kids? Woo!
And that makes it kind of more difficult.
Woo!
Right?
You got kids and shit.
The whole...
You know what I'm saying? You got 3 kids, but you know what? I'm just waiting.
We married. We bought this house.
I'm not talking about you.
We could have.
I'm not talking
money
about
we spent for the house.
Steve, I'm not talking about you.
No. I'm just saying. Well, people in my situation, you could, if you had the option. Like I had
2 kids.
I had investments and things
if I was with somebody
to get the house.
If I was with somebody,
I had the money
for years,
but I didn't have a job.
With 2 kids, I would put the ring on her finger no matter what.
And stay in an apartment, get married, and then
I don't give a fuck where I stay. Like it's
I don't
more.
Give a fuck
I would rather stay there. Love is love. Ain't that right, Tanya?
If she's pregnant with a kid in her belly, going down there and getting a piece of paper to be like, yeah,
you know what? I'm gonna marry you when I get some more money. Let me ask you a question, Snub. You have a girlfriend, y'all stand in an apartment and she's pregnant. The baby is showing. Do you take your money that you have for a wedding and buy a house for you and your family, or you go and get married with a lavish everything that you...
But
you're not going to just to the piece.
Not lavish, but I'm saying...
Go to just to the piece.
But I'm saying the down payment on the house, or do you get married?
Well, what you got?
I'm asking you in your scenario. You have a wife that's showing, and y'all stand in an apartment on 58th in Michigan. Are you buying a house, or are you getting married?
I'm going to just to the piece for free.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm doing. I'm not.
What if she's not down with that?
Oh, she would.
Well, then
there's a conversation.
There's a conversation or community.
I'm not talking about you, man.
Anybody that's in this situation. Most people,
a woman.
That was a thing on the internet where people was like, "Hey, it's selfish for y'all to get married instead of." I would rather him buy me a 2-flat building. Or
most women in a situation be like, you know what? We gonna go to justice of peace and then do whatever the fuck you gonna do. That's what a motherfucker would do.
What I'm saying is, you take that date. Do you take $30,000? I'm saying the marriage date, whatever the price of the wedding, whatever you put on the price of the wedding. Say it's $30,000. Would you rather spend
$800 for just the piece?
Okay, but if you have $30,000 to invest, would you?
I invested in my wife.
So
I invest everything.
So does that mean she want to start a business? Say she want to start a hair salon. Do you buy the hair salon, or do you spend it on the wedding and invite her family and her family?
I spend it on the wedding and then get the money for the hair salon. I'm the man. You know what I'm saying? I do all that. You know what I'm saying? You know, how you gonna give somebody
Your 30,000
how you
can only
gonna give
go one
somebody
way.
a choice? You know what? You gonna get married or you get this hair.
Nigga, you got
salon.
$30,000 in the bank right now. Next year, are you getting married or are you buying her?
Go ahead, retort,
Are you
Lasagna.
buying her business?
Okay, so this is what
Wait,
I'm
retort,
gonna say.
Lasagna.
This is what I'm gonna say.
Let the lawyer speak.
This is what I'm gonna say. You can be if you are. It doesn't have to be one or the other. Number one, if you love your significant other and you want to marry her and she wants to marry you, you don't have to have a big wedding. You don't have to be elaborate. You can take the $30,000 if she's trying to start a business by her. You can invest that. Take a small amount of money, get a wedding license, invite family and friends to come and witness something at the Justice of the Peace, or have something that's there in a backyard or in a home. People get married in homes all the time.
You people.
I think marriage is
The
about.
pores.
I think marriage is about I think you can't make it about you have to have this or that. It's just not about that. If you want to marry her and she wants to marry you, you guys are building a family together, and marriage is the end goal, and it's what you want. There's $30,000, a house, or whatever. That has nothing to do with you guys.
I'm taking the
No
marriage.
doubt. You get married for like $100.
I'm taking the marriage and the actual marriage off. I'm talking about the ceremony. Do you buy the
Who cares about
ceremony?
the ceremony?
You know, you don't
I'm
have
saying,
to spend
but-
money on a wedding ceremony.
No, you don't.
But I'm
You know, that's
her place.
you know what, women?
They don't. They
women-
gonna eat it. They're not gonna eat
Hey,
a drink.
on the Snub Nose show, when men talk about the wedding ceremony, that's an excuse to tell them they ain't ready to marry you. Because if they want to marry you, they go to the Justice of the Peace.
I'm
Like,
saying,
you know
but
what?
what if you already have that? What if you're married at the
I
Justice
want
of
you
the
to.
Peace?
Why you cutting me off? I want you to have, you know what I'm saying, a good wedding or whatever. You know what? A man that really loves their woman, they gonna go to the Justice of the Peace. Then we have a fucking ceremony later. You know what I'm saying? We gonna be together. Them motherfuckers is stalling. That's a stalling ass nigga to tell you that.
What if your girl don't want to go to the Justice Peace?
Then she don't love you the way she think you. Then she be like, you know what? I'll marry this nigga.
So what if y'all already did the Justice of the Peace 2 years ago and she won a ceremony?
That means that she divorced you.
So are you married?
No.
We're not talking about me again. You know what I'm saying? The people are already married. The person is already married. And they are.
already married.
Now it's like, do you spend the money on the ceremony to bring all the. Because the family don't.
So it's a party. It's a party.
Do you spend $30,000 on a party or the investment?
Well, but a thing about it, the point
No,
is
no.
that we're not talking about the ceremony is a moot point.
We talking about the covenant.
It's
That's more important than the covenant. Than
That's free.
It's a covenant.
So
yeah.
So
So what do you come about the ceremony
people
for?
that have millions of dollars and just go, have a marriage that
Yeah, but nobody even
because
sees.
they're linked. But if your partner wants to have a ceremony,
Do it after you get married.
they can and you're already married.
Yeah, do
that's
it after
your
you get
wife or your husband, and they want to do something. Then that's something you work out. And if it means that they want to spend more money on that than buying a house and investment, then you guys need to work that out. But you're already married.
Yeah, but get married first. Marriage is free. Yeah. You gotta pay $30,000 to get married.
Or make an excuse that you.
Yeah, that's an excuse. I said it right.
Yeah, but
Then niggas
That's
be
also
like, you
your
know what?
opinion.
When niggas be like, you know
And
what? I
y'all
want a big
entitled to that.
marriage. I want a big marriage. I want everybody there and whatever. That's an excuse because he can marry you immediately.
But she
You know
don't
what I'm
want
saying?
that.
You can have that.
There's so many women that be like, I'm not finna go stand there. I got
You
to
can
tell
have
my
that
mama I got married. I ain't
You
finna
can,
tell
you,
my
can,
mama.
you can have that after that.
You can have a ceremony
After you get married.
I'm not flying
an
all the
excuse.
way in to go stand at the court. And then I got
Okay. So
I
you
got
guys-
7 sisters.
So
All your aunts, I'm gonna be like, she married.
That's an excuse.
yeah,
That's not on my side.
That's an excuse, Tanya.
It's not on my side.
You know, I tell you, that's true. That's an excuse. You know what I'm saying?
That's what I told her.
We
That's what I
don't.
told her.
We don't. I'm not talking about you. You're making it about personal. You're making it about
I said I'm
yourself.
not.
We're talking to my
I'm saying the
audience.
person in this
Hey,
situation.
Tanya, hey, Tanya, I'm telling my audience when a man be like, you know what, we're gonna make, I want to have this wedding and everything. That's an excuse. A man could take you to Justice of Peace. It didn't have a ceremony.
And the woman says, I don't want that.
I'm not talking to
Then
you.
she's not ready. She's not ready. Then it's more about the ceremony. Than about
Yeah, a
the
woman
actual
wants the
marriage.
pictures. I want a photograph. I want
She
to take
get that
pictures. I want
later.
to dress. I don't want to go stand in front of a fucking judge.
Not
She
every
get that
woman,
later.
then she's not ready to marry you.
Yeah, I tell her that. So, you know what I'm saying?
That's the reality. You should know.
You making this about you.
I'm not. I'm saying there are women that say, I don't want to go stand in front of
Hey,
a
look.
judge. I want a
But-
wedding photo. I want memories.
So this is
That's
They
women.
do that
That's not
after they
men.
get married.
so this is the
Men don't want a ceremony.
This is the thing. If a woman wants to have that, and financially can't do that, and you say, listen, I would like to marry you and make a covenant to you today and do that, but I'm not able to give you this big star-studded event that's witnessed by family and friends. Then, and she says, well, that's what I want. And she's not ready to marry you right now until you financially can bring more.
Yeah, because she do it real
I disagree.
She marry you right now.
Because I know a couple that did that to buy a house. And then they invited us to the actual
That's
wedding.
the minority, not the majority.
Hold on,
That's the
hold on.
minority.
I'm not saying, listen, so you're missing the point.
They loved each other.
No, he's missing the point.
You're missing the point.
He definitely
You can
is.
wait to be married
Talk to
so you
him,
can
T.
afford to have the wedding that you want. I'm saying if it's a choice between having the wedding that you want or sacrificing on a house, the thing about it is that if, as a couple, if you are going to buy a house and you say either we buy this house or we get married, and somebody says
Ceremony. I don't say.
I think it's
The
an
ceremony.
excuse. Personally, I think it's an excuse to buy the nigga more time so that, you know what I'm saying, so he ain't gonna do shit.
listen,
Personally, that's what I think.
listen, people get hung up in a ceremony.
That's what I'm talking about. Not so much the paperwork
People
of
get
marriage.
hung up in a ceremony. It's not about a ceremony. It's about the covenant that you make with one another. And if it's all about that, it's going to be problems going down the line. You can't, you can't just give lots of money away to have a party for family and friends and don't think that, that's the basis of the relationship.
I know niggas still paying for their
Yes,
wedding.
people are still paying for that.
like that shit was 5 years ago.
It's about-
And people that ain't paying for shit. They went down to City Hall. You know what I'm saying? And you know what? They love each other. You know what?
I guess I'm saying it wrong when I say married. I'm talking about the ceremony. I'm not talking about the
Excuse me, Steve. And they married. And they renewed their vows. You know what I'm saying? They got married. They already have that covenant. But you know what? They had a ceremony later. You know what I'm saying? The ceremony's not important. The marriage is.
The marriage is.
You know what I'm saying? People look at
You're not marrying them. You're
You're not marrying the ceremony. You're marrying the person.
the
But women think the ceremony is important.
well, again,
You said the woman. That's an asinine statement.
well, the thing about this,
It's Women History Month.
know who you're in a relationship with, know who you're getting into something with, because if that's important to them and you're not meeting those expectations, then that's an issue. That's just the bottom line.
Yeah, no.
Okay. So if my husband told me, LaTanya, I would love to get married now, and we'll have a ceremony later, I would have no problem with that.
Right.
There would be no issue.
Would you ever push the ceremony and be like, hey, when is later? When define later? Like
She's already married.
That's
You know
what she said.
what men do that don't want to get married is they were like, you know what? I'm gonna wait till I get
No,
this
she's
money.
saying they married
I'm
in
gonna wait till I
ceremony.
get this money to have the ceremony. When a man is serious about getting married, he will get married no matter what.
But they already
You know, I'm just saying. She was saying that.
in that scenario, they're already
No,
married, but they're putting a ceremony on.
Hey, stop it, Steve. Stop it. She was saying that, you know what I'm saying, no matter what, we're getting married and we'll have a reception or a ceremony later.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? What you're trying to do is say for the audience that, you know what, they should just have everything at once. If
not
a
what
man and a woman love each other, they get married and they'll have that shit later. You're trying to make it to benefit you.
That's not true. But okay,
They don't sound like it.
that's your opinion. But
Well,
that's not true. I'm
Stop
saying
it,
the
T.
scenario
I'm very
of.
good at what I do.
I'm saying the scenario of we're the same thing. I can go back to the beginning. We're married. We're married already. We went to the justice of peace. We both have. We're married. She wants a scenario.
You're married?
I mean scenario. She
You're
wants
married?
a ceremony.
You're married?
I have $30,000.
Fictitious.
And what I'm saying is, I want to spend the $30,000 for an investment in whatever her dream was or whatever. She wants the ceremony. I don't have money for both. Do I take the money and throw it away in this ceremony that she's already wanted since she was a 7-year-old child, or do I buy the investment that she wants?
She don't
when
care.
So,
As long as y'all married.
So this is the thing. This is the thing with that. If she's driving the decision,
Because she's asked for both.
and then apparently she asked for both, as the husband, you have to do what's financially more beneficial to the union,
Which would be?
which would be whatever you decide
You a lawyer?
No, right,
You a lawyer.
Because her investment may be a flop. It might not even be worth the investment in. She just wants to take 30,000. You don't
That's
know.
true.
You just really don't know. You
But there's a promise of return there versus a ceremony on the wedding.
then you sit
Right?
down and talk to your spouse about that and say, listen, we just getting married. We don't have money hand over fist. Let's think more about our future and planning our future. That's important.
And
to
you
me.
pregnant.
And as if, right, and then we're having a child. That's the most important thing. As
We
we
got a
get
house.
older, as we get older, and if it's opportunity to have a gathering, a reception, we will do that. But I'm asking you, let's prioritize our family and well-being over having a big ceremony and party.
But first of all, listen. The first thing we want to do is get married.
No.
No
But
matter
they're
what.
already married.
Oh yeah, they already married.
They're already married.
Yeah,
She
yeah.
In that
just
scenario,
talking
they
about-
already married.
They're already
But she
married.
wants a ceremony where, you know what I'm
Man,
saying?
you get that when if she's a good woman, she'll know that, you know what, we gonna get a woman financially stable. Now, if you ain't, you know what I'm saying, now, if you're not married, you know, and you got kids and shit and all that, you know, and you got her around for like 6-7 years, and that's when a woman gotta look at a man. How much time do you think a man should, how much time would a man waste of your time? Oh, how much time would you give a man?
To waste my time? No time.
Oh, God.
She charged by the hour.
No time. No, there's no time to waste.
Ooh, ooh.
There's no time to waste. Nobody should be wasting their time. If somebody's not serious and they don't want what you want, and they're not interested in what you're interested in,
You a real lawyer?
What if a woman got
You're a real lawyer.
What if a woman got pregnant and a man was like, you know what, you know what I'm saying, I'm gonna still wait till I get this money.
okay, well, listen, again, a woman makes a decision on what she wants to do and how she wants to do it. If the child is, if it should be the priority on that, then she has to figure that out on her own. It's different strokes for different folks. So I can't speak to what a woman would do when she was pregnant. She would have to prioritize her child and, you know, and her health and all those kinds of things. If somebody was trying to wait to get married and it was different from what she wanted, then she would still have to think about that. It doesn't mean that you're not in the father's life, or the child is not and the father's not connected or whatever. But it's just you have to make decisions that benefit you.
I understood. I know.
That's it.
Well said.
I ain't got nothing else.
I ain't got nothing else.
Never gonna-
I
I think we said everything we need to
gotta
say.
get married.
Woo! Yeah, that's the sound gonna hear. Oh, I got one, man, black, 40 cow. I was still paying dues. I get back here. That was tough.
When you start talking about women over 45, everybody get all
We did.
excited.
That's geriatric pregnancy. What do you say, geriatric pregnancy?
Ladies over 45.
Nigga, I was the first to get
Shout out
rubies.
to,
First with bags
my
like
nigga
big
Black.
rubies. First just cursed and hit
Shout out
to
to,
I
my
was the
brother.
first to see coke on the
Sitting
mirror.
Thailand.
Focus is clear at casino table. Poker and been us. First nigga to be reckless and raw. Affectionate. First nigga to run with tech from the law. One of the first original BPSN. Folks can run me off. They gon' be tall like round with Clint. That money talk. First just to let the radio boom hard. Haircut from June dog.
say,
man,
Emo
that's
headed
tough
in that goon hard. Moon star.
Hey, we need to soul shit live, man. I hope y'all enjoy
First to
it.
announce
Hope
rappers
y'all
my
enjoy
theme,
it.
my life soundtrack.
Hey.
First to bring fame to a Jamal B. First gang to draw off chief. First to run game. First Chicago rapper
Yeah,
to
let's
be
see
requested
what
by
lady
Rico.
45 what's the folk F's?
The 4 F's are faithfulness, femininity, flexibility, and being free.
What about?
380 quarter.
Fussy. Yeah, fine.
It ain't a damn thing
Over
that I ain't
45, she
seen,
definitely fussy.
which includes murder,
She know what she
sorority,
want out
stick
of
for life. You ain't heard of my story, you missing Christ. Around this dome every morning, I wake, kiss the ice and thank you for this day.
Come off the bar.
Come on, man. You know that?
Riding
Just
dirty like I
everybody,
got the plates up in the road.
love y'all.
Sport,
Thank y'all for
Jordan,
the free
Brady,
show.
going
My
to the
lovely
Bay, New
sister.
York, land and back. Not down, leave
I
the
was from
shot down,
downtown.
we handling that. Don't
Yeah.
twist the cap, unless we
we
bless the bottle. Till I D.I.E. forever rep Chicago. Welcome to stack them or you banging your chest. We the realest gangsters, it's not this hate, dog. Let's get this pay, nigga. I pay dues.
Puss ass nigga. Have a seat.